works. We have that new PH team going on in, and as well as, you know, roster stuff. So for everyone who cares about the new PH team, it's gonna be one last scrim today, and then we're gonna have to go through a very lengthy selection process with not only just a committee and me, but also with the sponsors. So the sponsors are gonna be like which players they want to handle in the first place, and which players they want to like work with, people they feel like they can be for the long run compared to the people for the short run, that kind of thing. But anyway, enough of that. We're just gonna have some fun in our community scrims. For now though, Sweet Fry just giving the repair pack there. Billy with the chance to Kate on out, and in the meantime, Timora and Somi gonna be on that Pharah Mercy, and the red team already playing to their strengths because Timora, a wonderful Pharah. Somi, the top tier Mercy of the Philippines, more or less. But for now, the blue team just holding strong with one Tamad, just tossing out the halt onto the right hand side. So this is gonna be the blue team defending the right. Interesting enough though that the red team is still forcing the siege onto that same area. They could go for the flank instead, especially wait on the Pharah and the Mercy to get these kills. It might be up to Eman though to get that bio grenade on in into the backline and allow Timora to get the free shots that he needs. Timora has been struggling at the start. Finally, they get rid of Billy. But just look at this. The Pharah only at 60% with the Rocket Barrage. Could be a lot closer if he got some more damage down. We do have the red team now gonna push straight on to the Hornet's Nest. Here comes Timora with Spoon, and there's the takedown on the Kate. Self-destruct into the backline. Vigilance wanting to go for the Pharah Mercy, but gets the Genji instead. And we have the patented Battle of Mercy into the fight. Timora getting Resdon up, and Calamdus not getting the shot there. Fontrick on the other hand with the Nana Boost swinging away at one Tamad. Now Sweet Fry with the Bradley, but the Reinhardt can scare him off. Misses the charge however, and here comes a few more swings, but Billy himself popping off does get two. Ready with the pulse bomb, can go for the stick, toss it to the left hand side. Gets absolute nothing but dodges Sweet Fry's shield bash. So this is really good for the Tracer. The Tracer getting away. That is his teammate pala. But there you go, a takedown onto Somi without the Mercy. Not much to stay in here for the red team. And they are gonna be faltering in this fight. Anyway, so for the red team right now, they have 4 ultimates and they have taken down Billy again. The Tracer though can get back into the fight really quickly. So the window of opportunity here for the red team is quite slim. Things gonna go for the dash on out, and we'll go for the super strike up the top to get the Dragon Blade. Self-destruct now from the red team. We'll get to one Tamad and Kate both get taken down. In the meantime, Dinks making Katai in the backline. Sweet Fry is there to take him out. But the blue team has already given up 2 ticks. Pulse bomb connecting on to Fontrick this time to try and hamper the Reinhardt. But Billy instead is on the prowl, wants to go for the Ana and gets a takedown. But still, Timora out into the skies. Rocket Barrage is available, gonna be such a huge deterrent here. And finally, the red team able to get the point. Yes. That was a very strong push from the red team. Just good initiation with the blade and the self-destruct. Self getting to. That was a huge barrier busted by the self-destruct in the first place. Yes, you got the meme. Go meme him. Go meme him. So let's see how he works under familiar situations. But the Blue Squad now really good with their defense. Gonna hold here by the archway and have 4 ultimates available. A Dragon Strike now to use the narrow choke point. Calamdus cutting Culture off. And this might not be a bridge here for the red team to go through, because now Culture getting taken out. Oh, Fontrick with the hero charge completely misses for the time being. Timora on the other hand up on top, still holding on to the Rocket Barrage. Wants to get rid of the mech before anything else, but Vigilance will get the takedown. The Sirens blaring here as the D.Va wants to go for the push. Fontrick with the shatter to the backline will get taken down instead by Sweet Fry with the Nano Boost. Calamdus now switching over, gonna be on that Widowmaker, but Pylon getting in his way. On the other hand, Cake is on that Ana. Popped the Nano Boost a while ago to give it to Sweet Fry, needs to go for the heals, but sadly, the shot doesn't connect, so it looked like Cake had the shot, but just with ping problems there, not getting it to register. In the meantime, the red team has decided to go for a Nano Tracer to start things off. There was the shield bash there from Sweet Fry, almost getting the takedown. Self-destruct into the backline, gets absolutely nothing. For the red squad, they're just piling on the pressure. Calamdus really low, will get taken down even after the Inspire healing there from the Brigitte. Emon on the point. Getting some snipes as well. Tomorrow now finally unleashing the Rocket Barrage. Does get one. Gets rid of two. Both of the defenders there just torn apart by the hail of rockets. And for the red team, they are close to the second checkpoint. They have made the space that they need. Even here, self-destruct coming on out. Calamitous hiding behind the wall. Very, very unfortunate there for Culture with his bomb. But it was enough. Calamitous now into the sky. Will get swatted by Tamura instead. Dinks winning the fight as well onto Billy thanks to the help from the Pharah. And now the red team will still push with the Pharah Mercy even though it's an enclosed area. Tamura bonks his head. There should be some damage there when you bonk your head as a Pharah. But anyway, the red team right now try to go for the push. Calamitous though with a good flank to the right hand side does get the Ana as well as the Pharah. And now here comes Fonchick with the Wrecking Ball. So Fonchick knows that he has to contest that Widowmaker into the next fight because the blue team has already won this out pretty handily. Calamitous with the sidelines as well onto the spawn point, but it's not going to work out in his favor because there's that invulnerability in the first. Blue team now looking for an opportunity to use the rally to its maximum potential. But the real question is, can the red team counter this out with the Wrecking Ball? Yes, they can, because they got the boop on the Wantamad. Fonchick now taking a nap, and Vigilance will try to go for the contest up on top. We have the Valkyrie now. The red team just pushing on to the backline. Vigilance though trying to keep a hold of the point, but he's now all alone. Gets a sleep guard, gets even the mech, and the poor Baby Diva having to face off against the Nano Valkyrie from Somi. And we do have Somi in his natural habitat, just playing along with the pistol. And the pairing here between Somi and Emon, very, very key. Both of these players know exactly how each other play, and these Nano Valkyrie plays will be pretty on point. The red team go close to the end. Wantamad getting the stick. The fortify was a little late, and there you go. Tamura now with the takedown onto Kalam. Sweetfry on the other hand, just marching on out, has to deal with the Wrecking Ball. Fonchick with the pumpkin. But the blue squad right now still in this fight. Here comes Sweetfry keeping everyone hopped up. Billy getting some extra armor as well. Tamura on the other hand, Rocket Barrage is counteracted by the defense matrix and the focus fire. The blue team holding to the payload. Self-destruct right now from Vigilance to the backline. Does it lead to anything? No, it doesn't. Fonchick now going for the roll on in. And here comes the red squad into the middle line. Pile driver now connecting. Mines are popped as well. And for the red team to try to get this space out. But Wantamad with perfect barrier placement, blowing up those mines instantaneously. 10 seconds remaining here for the red team. They will need to go for a dash or anyone speedy enough to get to the other side. Tamura gonna get the nano boost. Can he fly down in time? Fonchick getting booped around. Will the ball make it? There you go. There's the contest now from Culture. The red squad right now trying to go for the push still, but Billy with the takedown onto the Ana already. Wantamad shooting down Tamura as well. That's rare to see from the Nerissa, but the two tanks staying onto the point. Calamitous with the Deadeye, trying to charge it up. Sees the self-destruct in his face. Gets blown up still. Culture win too. The McCree not hiding in the right spot. Valkyrie is popped here from Somi, just flying around again, and just that opening there by that Diva, very, very essential into this fight. The red squad right now still keeping on. The Mercy and the Tracer just being very wily, and none of them getting taken out in the process. We do see Wantamad and Billy again back into the fight. Sweetfry is there as well, but Sweetfry needs to hit that shield bash to take someone down. Tomorrow though, up in the sky, just looking for a few shots here. Calamitous going for the deflect. He needed to go somewhat quicker to get back into the fight. And now the Genji and the Tracer back to their usual antics. We do have things popping the recall. Self-destruct now coming on out from Vigilance, and it gets Fonchick. The Wrecking Ball just losing the wheel there. The red team right now still onto this, a pretty elongated overtime here. But it looks like they are slowly being hampered in the red squad. Finally pushed out of the payload area. The red team gained 2 points and almost to the end, so a good score from them.
0-2. Switching sides.
I just need to delete all this. So today I feel like casting. Babe, there's pizza sa kabila again, if you want. So you can nom some more. Noms is good. Wait, my Twitch thing is not loading right. It's like there's so many things not loading right today. The Twitch app, the websites. I'm surprised, honestly, that I am able to stream like properly. So yeah. If you guys are in the chat and I haven't replied to you, I'm sorry, because apparently my chat room hasn't been updated. And thank you guys for tuning on in again. Always just trying to showcase the PH community, and of course, it's good practice for me as well in casting. Always a pleasure to have everyone. So anyway, just that defense. It was interesting that the blue team still stayed on an Orisa for most of that. I feel like the Orisa is someone who can deal with the Pharah Mercy via contesting only. And I think they should have gone for a full dive instead. But the D.Va play there from Culture was pretty... the D.Va play there from Vigilance rather was pretty on point. Now they are gonna swap roles. Billy, of course, and Fry were very key in that defense. But still, like, I feel like the Tracer isn't really the best hero nowadays. IMO. Because of the pulse bomb nerf from a while back, as well as Ana back into the fight with the extremely quick 300 HP nano boost. But now the red team gonna go for the jump on in with the blue squad, going for the contest now up on top. And they're gonna go into a fight here in the flight to Dustlord. And now we do see a trade on to 2. Somi being chased down by the monkey. Gets Guardian Angel away in time. Wonderman gonna be the enforcer, instead goes for the point. That's what the blue team decided to do. Since the red squad was busy fighting inside, the blue team instead jumping onto the point. Calamitous getting a pick onto one. Pulse bomb not there. Oh, not. Calamitous himself getting 2 kills. Good positioning into the backline. Trying to get away though from Temora. Here's a jump now from Funchik, and there you go. The Winston getting the primal on out. The red squad though losing some members. Here comes the blue team. Fry into the fray with that shield bash. The tanks just having a position. Sup Rebirth. And for the red team, the biggest problem there was they decided to fight in close quarters. Self-destruct now coming on out from Wataman. Gets Somi. Damn, the Mercy getting caught out again all on his own. That's very, very bad here for the red team because they are down the healer. They can't really fight as soon as possible. They will need to get the Mercy back into position before they can get anything done. But as I was saying, the red team fighting the blue team in a situation like that, especially with the line of a Mercy and Diana, they don't get the sightlines that you need from your supports. And the blue team has a Brigitte, and the Brigitte is the master of CQC. Tactical advisor now heard from Dix. Billy though getting stick on to Emon. There you go, take down onto the Tracer. But I think the red team already losing out in this fight because the blue squad in a pretty good position. And nano boosted Winston out in front again. Gets the punch on there to Vigilance. Emon is next to be hampered. Wolf tossed out the nano boost onto Somi this time. And the Mercy going for the pistol play. Trying to support Funchik as well. Healing up to keep him top. Still a support hero even with the pistol. And the red team now getting to Billy back into the front line. Will recall instead. Doesn't want to lose too much of that armor. Kalam switching over to the Genji as well. And you see Funchik sliding down the siege time for some reason. But we do have to keep an eye now on to Culture. Because he has the big bomb ready and willing to go. Tomorrow, dashing into the sky, gets the Dragon Blade on out, but immediately countered by Fry. That shutdown there from the Brigitte, vital to this fight. Funchik right now being booped around. Fry with the push onto the Winston again. Sleepguard connecting onto that D.Va, but that's gonna be a disable, not necessarily able to turn anything back for the red team. So the blue squad winning it out with the red team's Dragon Blade completely neutered. Unfortunate there for the red team. Somi though close to the Valkyrie, and we have seen this Mercy perform miracles with that hero. Diggs now has had enough. Goes to the Brigitte. Will try to contest Fry into this fight. We do see the blue team though onto the point. Somi go for the res, Funchik back into it, and Somi with that natural regeneration keeping him topped up. Self-destruct now onto the pylon terrace entrance, gets rid of the Winston again. Funchik is dead. No pay attack here for the red team. Culture getting a bio grenade as well, and here comes the rally now from Fry, swinging away, trying to keep control of the point. The baby D with the contest, but it looks like the red team is just gonna sacrifice their lives one by one. Tomorrow the last to fall. And now 4 minutes here for the red team in their defense. This is going to be absolutely difficult for them But Jinx getting position, Billy getting shield bash, but he doesn't do enough damage. He doesn't do enough damage to the Tracer. And now the Brigitte onto the back, but Pulse Bomb even tossed out. This is gonna be a lot of focus fire there onto that Brigitte, but still, Jinx wins it out. Thanks for the host for Mercy as we have Twin Blades now into the fight. Nano Blade from the red team, Nano Blade from the blue team. Calamus and Timora clashing swords. Timora does get to Calamus having to back on out, but it's not gonna be enough there, and the blue Genji will fall. In the meantime, the blue team getting into position again. That was an interesting Dragon Blade clash between the two. Nothing really happened, but here's a Primal Rage now. Oh damn! The Sleep Dart immediately cancelled by his teammates. Cake probably pissed off a little about that, but here comes the blue team. Vigilance for some reason though, falling into the hole of Tristram Cathedral. We'll see him in the next dungeon. The red squad onto the right hand side, trying to peel off Billy. Timora on the other hand, dying to the Brigitte. And this is the blue team getting the space they need to go for the push onto the payload. We have a rally now, as well as a Valkyrie here from the red team, and they're using this very, very offensively. Somi just going for the damage, going for the healing, chaining it up, ready to whip out the pistol as well. Things on the other hand, in the front line, just an absolute hero. But Fontrick now needs to back on out. The Winston might overextend in this situation. Sup, Kawaii Face John, feel free to join if you want. The red team into the middle line. There you go, Pulse Bomb connecting on to Fontrick. We have the rally now from Seafry, and this might be Calamitous' time to shine if he can get away here from Dink. Self-destruct now coming on out from Wansamad. Does get the kill there on to Somi. But for the blue squad, this is going to be a situation where they will need to get these picks. Calamitous now taking care of both the Brigitte and the D.Va, and they don't even need the blade to do so. So kudos to Calam for winning out the mismatch. But for the blue squad, they are trying to get in position for the final cut here. Calamitous onto the right hand side, looking at Emon, gets the shurikens down. But interesting that he went for the shurikens instead of going for the insta blade dash. The blue team close to the end, but the red team having spawn advantage this time. Billy now with a takedown onto one. Here comes the Nano Boost, and here comes the Twin Blades again. Calamitous does get a dash onto one. Nano Boost now onto Billy. That might be mistaken from the blue squad. Timora getting some more damage done. And the blue team has to back on out because they won't really get too much out of this fight. Dinks even popping the rally to dissuade the blue team for coming back into the game. Damn, that was a slight misplay there from Cake. Probably just had something to do with the ping in the first place. Calamitous now switching over to the Rufus. He knows he needs to get the punches, needs to get those insta-kills to make a difference. On the other hand, Vigilance just being sneaky. Ready with a shatter, try to go for the flank. The red team into the middle line. 5-strike is going to be tossed on now. And gonna be a minute remaining here for the blue team. There's the shatter now. Does get 5. Huge shatter there from Vigilance. The blue team enabled pretty handily. Self-destruct into the backline gets absolutely nothing. Not even worth noticing in this fight. A rally now here from the blue team. And this might just be the hammer to hit the nail on the doorknob. The blue squad right now close to the end. Can they deliver the crown in time? Culture right now trying to keep on the contest. But this looks really, really dire here for the red team. Calamitous getting to at the end. Culture now getting D-Mech. Here comes Fontrick back into the fight. And I feel like just that out Reinhardt play from Vigilance will be the swan song here for the blue team. Team 1 taking it. Kudos to the blue squad. A beautiful shower there from Vigilance.
Play of the game.
The VM going to Seafry, and I'm not surprised that he has this highlight intro. We'll highlight intro. Dude, may press E. Okay, may press E. That was a press E moment from Seafry. Request Botox. But anyway, blue squad now. Then decide to defend with the Torbjorn. We're really gonna be on that Torb. Putting up a turret already in the front line. And Calamitous out-sniping Sensi to start things off. Why is the camera broken? Anyway, so the red team right now trying to go for the push. Free Fry though will meet Agog. And this is the blue team already knowing to defend the corner. But what's interesting about the blue team is they're running a dive and they're playing it like a death ball composition. Now, FTVR and Vigilance meeting each other in close combat. I got getting stunned up as well. The red team right now with 2 picks, and here comes the red squad going for the push. Calamitous getting some snipes again and again. This Calamitous having free reign to do exactly what he wants. The red team just being carried heavily by this Widowmaker. And no one really going for the contest. Sensi has to get a entry frag in to even get an opening. Cake now getting taken down, and this has been the Calamitous show. Finally, Sensi with the tick kill there, but Zombie immediately giving him a second chance into this fight. Can I join Budsy here? Yeah, dude, just join. Are you not in game? You can just join because the lobby is friends only, so you can join by pressing right click. Calamitous now trying to find a counter shot against the Brigitte, and damn, Calam with another kill. This guy is on fire today, just starting things off very strongly. Blue squad right now though will try to go for the contest. Want to mud on the point, and even after all those kills from Calam, they still haven't gotten the first tick. Calamitous now with a takedown onto the Torbjorn as well. Even the D-Mech there. Really, this kill feed just filled up by the Widowmaker. Keep getting headshotted again. Calamitous now missing shots here. He'll go for Vigilance. And how many kills has this Widow gotten? Calamitous has to get out, but Speedfry is there to meet him. The red squad right now close to the end, and they are going to be able to get the first checkpoint. The red team just heavily carried here by Calamitous. Culture with a Graviton onto Billy. And that's pretty funny there. A solo grab onto the Torbjorn isn't the best thing in the world, but whatever. Culture right now keeping the pressure on. Vigilance trying to go for the cheeky charge, trying to bring someone along, but let's go back to the Calam Cam. He's up on top this time to the second floor. We'll try to go to the left-hand side. We'll go for a snipe as well. One to Mud getting dinged immediately. Inside now is available. Sweetfry in his face, and there's the takedown. But what will Somi do? They know that the red squad will try to go for the res. Here comes the Valkyrie right now. Rally is popped as well as the nano boosted Reinhardt, and Sweetfry into Timora's face. Sensi getting the takedown. The Torbjorn turret doing some work as well from the top part, and Somi will get rid of Sensi. Vigilance on the other hand with the charge in the backline. Timora rezzed up to just die immediately again. This is gonna be the blue team holding steadfast for the time being. Billy and Calam just going for some counter snipes for now. Igog out in front. Here comes the turret play, and the Tracer tossing out the Pulsam into the backline doesn't get the stick, and that's unfortunate. But the red squad still into this fight. Molten Core now across the bridge, and the red team doesn't even want to cross this. Somi getting burnt up a little. Damn, the area denial here from the Molten Core, pretty solid. FGBR honestly could have went for the charge past it, just get healed up instead. Billy right now putting up a new turret here. Calamitous on the other hand getting a snipe again onto Sensi. And this is the red squad right now trying to go for the push. The turret really low already. Take on the other hand onto the right hand side. And Diana needs to get away before anything there happens. But I feel like the red team not really playing to their potential. They have had this amazing Widowmaker, but no one has been able to capitalize with the payload positioning. Billy going for the chase down, wants to go for the takedown. Here comes the turret now, and Calamitous between a rock and a hard place in this situation. Self-destruct now from Wantamad, gets rid of Igog. Graviton surge this time onto Billy again, but this time brings along Sweetfry for the ride. And the red squad getting into position to go for the push. The blue squad though still with the contest, and this has been a very stop-gate method from the blue team. This is honestly the best place for the blue team to defend against an amazing Widowmaker, because the sight lines are tremendous. Calamitous forced to switch over to the Torb. FGVR getting the charge with the nano boost, so that's an insta-kill there onto the Reinhardt. The red team right now trying to go to the push by the roadside, and Calamitous now whipping out the Torb to get a takedown onto one. The red team's trying to set up in position to the payload. But the real question is, can they get to the second checkpoint? Billy, for some reason, is gonna have a duel against Calamitous. This is the real fight. Hammer off between the two bros. Billy gonna pop the overload. And damn, there is no honor among dwarves. That's gonna go in the highlights, dude. If ever I actually end up making them in the first place. Personal Sensi getting the headshot there. I saw. Is that the highlight? Is that the highlight? If Billy can get more kills that way, Damn, are they gonna go for it again? So basically, this game has devolved into a 5v5 without one DPS for both sides. Somi instead will take up the mantle, gets a bio grenade, and will get taken out by Wantamat. And now, here come the two overloaded Torbjorns, and Billy wins again, 2-0 in favor of the blue Torbjorn. So yeah, guys, we have two games now happening. There is the 5v5 between everyone, and there is the 1v1 between the two Torbs. But it's pretty even in the scheme of things. It's honestly more or less a mirror matchup now. The only difference is that the red squad having that Zen over the Brigitte. Overload now being popped here by the two Torbjorns. Wantamat with a kill 1-1. Calamitous finally getting on the board. The red team though still struggling with this push. Give me a sec to add you up. I can't add it. Mechanica, I can't add you because your friends is both. But that's right now. Trying to get in position. The Torbjorn's getting into the fight again. But FGVR and Wantamat with these kills. But honestly, I feel like this is to the detriment of the red team. Because they're not taking advantage of the mismatch. Oh, Calamitous. And they get into the fight. Billy just waiting on for anyone to play against him. But yeah. The red team finally going for the push. And the two Torbjorns have their duel again. FGVR now as well as Culture down below. And Turrets doing some damage in the backline. The Reinhardt into the middle line will get the shield bash. Good fire grenade there from Diana. Molten Core now popped by Calamitous to spit some lava onto the payload. Sensi with a stick onto one. Calamitous is burning up Vigilance into this fight. Sensi though into the backline gets rid of the turret. The red squad still getting the push though. A lot of space being made here. And now Billy and Calamitous. Oh! This is the red team taking advantage. Billy debated here by Calam, the master debater himself, because Billy is all the way in the back line, Calamitous into the front. And this is very unfortunate now for the blue team because this is gonna be a 6v5. Look at this. Look at this cheeky play from Calamitous, debating hearts, debating girls, and debating fellow Torbjorns. But finally, there is going to be an overload duel between these two. The red team right now. Oh, damn, Calamitous with the 2-2. Can they finish up this matchup, or will the payload get to the end in the first place? Rally now is pops retry into the fray. Gonna be a charge though. FGV are catching the Brigitte and pops overtime along the way. Shatter now completely whiffed onto Vigilance. The red team onto the point. Here comes Billy though with the Molten Core to try and protect the payload. It looks like he's gonna prioritize the payload over Calamitous. Here comes the turret now, and they're gonna have a duel into the middle line. Lots of epos though from both sides, and Calamitous is hopping away, trying to chase Billy away. And it works out due to the fact that Billy was too busy focusing on chasing after that Torbjorn. That was a C9 there from the blue Torb. Oh, you over here? Careful, baby. Stop kumain, putang na. Okay, so I feel like the whole game turned on its head a while ago between the Torbjorn 1v1, but Calamitous was being very cheeky. So what he did was he assisted his team before facing off against Billy, and that really turned the tide. Basically it became a 6v5. Billy all the way in the backline doing absolutely nothing.
Show me what you've been working on.
But this time I think they have had enough.
Attackers incoming
Yeah.
in 30 seconds.
I mean, the people know each other, but it's just pugs. People get joined in randomly. It's just pugs, guys. It's not by team unless you actually have a team and request it. Anyway, so for the blue team right now, they are gonna go for the push. Sensi with the defect already, and the red squad gonna have the Orisa setup up on top. Calamitous though, the turret in a bad spot. Calamitous still going for a few swings. Bio grenade now connecting on to 4, and there we go with the deflect. But still, the blue squad going for the push. No real contest here. Finally, there is gonna be some pressure here from the red squad because that was a zone that counted from the top part. Culture getting hooked out of vigilance. We do see Wantamad being demeched here. And for now, the blue team trying to get into position. Sensi just hopping around. This looks like this is gonna be an engagement that will lose out for the time being. The red team gonna try to go for the push as well. Calamitous though putting the turret, and another misplay from FGVR. Guys, you need to put the barrier in front of the turret, not behind. That's not really gonna protect anything. But I think FGVR knows that. He just messed up a little. The blue squad right now into the left hand side. Vigilance just okay, back into the game. We already have a charge to start things up. Billy into the front line, gets an Ana boost there. Culture having to back on out, and here's the Molten Core though from Calamitous. Will it do enough? Billy just staying on it, not afraid of the fire, but just being burnt up so quickly there. Calamitous now with a takedown on the Bodsy. Sensi getting burnt up as well. Igog forced to hop on out. The blue team though to the plaza already, and this is the perfect opportunity for the blue team to take control. Was FGVR is not in position yet, but Igog is up on top and will be contested here by Wantamad. Sensi going for the chase down as well. Igog tried to go for the entry back, but gets a buy grenade instead. And FGVR now taking look for the ride. Billy on the other hand taking a nap there as the blue squad is just clashing around him. Sweep right into the front line. There you go with the rest onto Igog, but the Widowmaker in such a bad spot. Tried to go to the back line but won't get any kills so far. In the meantime though, the red team here with the Mercy just flapping around. Emon will fall. Here's the Dragon Blade now from Sensi, and can he make a difference here? Calamitous really low. He gets halted up and gets killed instead by Culture and the Whole Hog. In the meantime though, Billy going for a swoop, and the payload actually reaches the end. So with Billy's heroic sacrifice, the payload actually reaching the end. No one contesting. FGVR way too far. So even after that very messy start, the blue squad able to get that first checkpoint. And they do now have Bodsy in their lineup, so gonna be another DPS instead. The Tracer right now trying to get into the back. You do see the Genji going for dash on in. The red squad right now ready with 2 ultimates. The blue team on the other hand ready with 3. Billy getting the shatter as well as the post bomb there. Trying to knock the Orisa into the bulk of the red squad, but sadly it doesn't connect. Billy on the other hand going for some swings, gets a sleep dart instead. But Emhun will fall already to the Genji. And this is just the blue team heavily in control of this fight. The Staggers have been instrumental for the blue team to just get through the second checkpoint uncontested. FGVR right now trying to get into the game, but no, he's gonna take it out instead. A Dragon Blade now comes on out from Sensi. Self-destruct. So Wantamad does get the kill onto one. Sensi right now with the deflect. Igog on the other hand in the backline gets the kill onto one. But this is the red team really not in proper form. The blue squad has had the easiest time to get to the second checkpoint in this defense from the red team. It really was just they haven't been able to coalesce as one. And now 2 ultimates ready here for the red team. Nano boost is available for Emon. On the other hand, Sweet Fry up in the front. Kick with a takedown onto one. Calamitous on the other hand. Storm Arrows R Prime gets rid of Bodsy. Calamitous needs to get more picks however, and Somi will pick up some slack here for the other DPS. The Mercy now ready with the Valkyrie. Here comes the Valkyrie boost, and the Nano boost that come his way. Cake is the first target, and we go with the pew 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 cannon. Cake now will fall. Sweet Fry doesn't know where this is coming from. The Brigitte is struggling and will get killed by Somi as well. The Valkyrie though just doing its work, taking care of 2 ultimates for the price of 2 kills. Not really the best trade, but at least it got job done. For the red squad, they are trying to get to the center line. Culture though getting a charge onto Bodsy, but the red team gonna be able to hold on to this for the time being. For the blue squad, their offense has been a little, what do you call this? It has been a little mismanaged, especially with the fact that the red team has already regrouped. They're not really playing to their elements. Finally they do, catching out Culture in the side, and Sweet Fry will get that takedown. The blue team trying to go for the push, and in the meantime, the red squad just staying on by the payload. Here comes the dash from Sensi. He's close to the blade, and Kick will pop the Nano boost immediately. That is a sorry misplay there from the blue squad. Now the blade is gonna be popped out, but the Earth Shatter already connecting from Billy. So I feel like the blade there was completely unnecessary. The blue team right now close to the end. 2 minutes and 35 seconds here. We have a contest though from Igog. He gets a fire grenade. Has to use the recall to stay alive. Can he still get on the point? No! The red team completely leaves it. And that is unfortunate because the red team now will only have a minute into the next fight.
Score 3-3. Switching
Cannon.
sides.
Okay. So for the two teams, a minute versus 3.5. That's kind of difficult. For the red squad, they know they need to have a better attack this time, and they might go for the Brigitte to prove it. On the other hand, the blue team might meme a little because they do have the advantage, and they have the Symmetra now. They have the Mei. They might be trying to do something a little different so far. It's always nice to try and do something new in the first place. Blue squad now on to the top right, trying to just break up a few barriers. They don't really have any much environmental kills potential besides Free Fry and the whip shot.
60 seconds remaining.
So really, I'm curious how the blue team is gonna defend this. We do have the Reinhardt out in front. Calamus on the other hand with the Pharah. So we have the classic Calamus Somi Pharah Mercy pairing. Just making some rockets rain from above. Wantamad on the other hand tossing some ice skills up on top. And the direct hit there onto the Mei, just absolutely crucial into this fight. Now 2 picks going the way of the red team. SVR falling into the water for some reason. But this is going to be the red squad still in control. Sweet Fry is the next to fall. And half a minute remaining, but this has been some space made by the red team. Calamus right now into the fight again. Somi as well going for a kick, and Diana just hobbling away. This is gonna be difficult for Kick because he has such high latency, and he'll get taken down instead. Here comes the charge right now from Culture. Doesn't get too much because Billy has already fallen. 10 seconds remaining, and the red team is giving the blue squad a taste of their own medicine. The Pharah and the Mercy getting into position. Calamus up on top, but Lisa doesn't have the rocket barrage yet. But instead, it's gonna be Culture out in front, waiting for an opportunity to get the shatter on as Billy is still in the backline. Wantamad though just running around with the sprint will get taken out by a bar grenade. Billy with a slam. Oh, Culture with the earth shatter into the middle line does get 2, and there's a takedown onto Billy. Graviton Surge as well from Igog, and the red squad gonna be able to get this first checkpoint. Damn, the 2 tank ultimates pretty on point there. And for the red team, they are just gonna keep on keeping on with the rocket barrage available. For the red squad right now, they're by the bridge there. They almost C9. That was very close from the red team. They could have made a huge mistake there. But anyway, the red squad right now trying to go to the backline with the rocket barrage. There you go. He makes the rain. Wantamad though all the way in the end and gets the kill. Blue team right now trying to get in position. There's the shatter from Billy, and this looks like this might be the clash to end all clashes. A rally though comes on out. Goodbye grenades there, but Culture now really low. Igog the only one left to stay on the point. And this is gonna be the red team exceeding control. So eventually the blue squad able to hold it, but it took them a point and 1/3 of the second one.
Score 3-4. Switching sides.
Bobo yan si Kalam. Tama. Disable. Please disable. Tayo na, naglalandian na yung mga tropa peeps. Like Overwatch great again, please. Boom. There's just another situation where, again,
Attackers incoming in 30
that the blue squad was not able to reform. And you can see this problem a lot with teams that are just mismatches. Ow, that was a bone. Like, if you're with a random team, and you guys don't know how to communicate, that tends to happen more so than not. And that's really one of the big reasons why people are stuck in lower ranks. Because they end up playing 1v6, 1v5,
Attackers incoming.
and why payload pushes are very efficient in the first place. But anyway, enough about that. The Blue Squad having a good dive bounce, but they will need to get this first checkpoint if they want a chance to win this out. Sensi right now with a push. On the other hand, the red team just being cleaved out one by one. Good charge there from Billy to get the takedown onto Evan of all people. The Culture on their hand, giving him a taste of his own medicine. FGB right now trying to get in position. The Blue Squad out in front. But the tank life from the red team holding steadfast with the Pharah Mercy support from above. And Calamus now trying to dash into the backline. Igog though. Oh! Sleep Dart there connecting onto the Pharah. But Igog will take down onto one. Billy again holding that charge strong. Will almost get a takedown, but a good bubble there from the Zarya to keep Culture alive. So for the red team, a successful hold to start things off. But honestly, both squads are pretty even in terms of ult economy. So the next fight can go either way. The red team though, already having the Shatter and the Graviton Surge available. So this initiation might be key to win the next fight. Calamus even getting rid of Sweet Fry, so another stagger there for the blue team. One timer now, switching things off. Calamus still up into the sky. Pulse Bomb now connecting, but Igog again able to absorb it. Gravity Surge now on the 3. Bio Grenade comes on out, but Calamus is making it rain here in the streets of Venice. That is the red team able to hold on so far. Another Sleep Dart there connecting from the Pharah, but Cake will need to make those Sleep Darts count a little earlier than it should. For the blue team though, they're busy enjoying the art here in the museum, just stuck inside instead. On the other hand, the red squad out in position. They're trying to just keep this corner strong. They're just trying to fortify this as much as possible. Billy though, gonna go for the march. Sensi is doing some acrobatics as well. We have the rally right now from Sweet Fry. Sensi dashing into the sky, and finally the Nano Blade is into play. The Shatter came out from Billy as well, but Sensi failing to get any kills till the end. Three kills now for the blue team, but Culture back into the fight. The Shatter is available. Will this be a 360 Shatter here from Culture? No, he's gonna get taken out instead. So the Reinhardt's just gonna be a delaying tactic for the inevitable. Somi on the other hand alongside Calamus still in the backline. So for the red team, they do have a good position here to contest one more time. Oh, Calamus hitting his head on the shillings there. But they need to get in position, especially one of the tanks here for the red squad. In the meantime, Sensi going for the contest. Pharah and the Mercy all the way behind the clock tower. Thank you for the follow there. Spoon, Spoonin is good. Rocket Barrage now comes on out there from Calamus. 4 kills going the way of the red team. So this is going to be another hold here for the red team. Eventually, when they were in position, they were able to stop the oncoming assault. Spoonan is good. Spoonan is good. Spoonan is good. Okay. It's an interesting name. It's like, I recall it for some reason. But anyway, so that clash there, the blue squad not able to get a pick in time, the red team able to reform. And as I was saying a while ago, the red team had the proper position to get into the fight a lot better, especially with the Pharah Mercy into the backline. And now they get a pick off onto Bodsy. 5 seconds remaining. Sensi though getting the pick onto Calamus. Somi bringing the Pharah back into the fight. And which will a ultimate matter here. Billy ready with the Shatter. Goes for the slam there onto Eman and will get rid of the Moira. On the other hand, the blue squad still staying on to the payload. The red team losing members left and right. Somi, Culture, and Igog all separated. And the Reinhardt all the way in the back and just being hammered away. 2 kills now going the way of the blue squad. Igog will be the last to fall. And the red team needs to regroup right now. They can't be staggered at all, because if they do, this payload is going to cross the bridge and get dangerously close to the end. Billy on the other hand trying to go for a pick or two. Shield Bash now connecting. Fire Strike is going to be tossed out. Bio Orb is there as well. And Evan's ball getting some velocity there into that fight. Just flying off into the distance. But this might be a make or break time here from Calamus. He's onto the left-hand side. Concussive shot is there. Cake spots him. And Calamus is forced to go to the bridge. The red team right now with the contest onto the payload. Nano Boost going this way. And Sensi up on top. Beautiful Deadeye there from the McCree. Sensi going for a few shots. Calamus on the other hand with the Rocket Barrage in the backline. But the red team losing this fight. Culture, the only one left, will fall. And that Deadeye there from Sensi to seal the deal in this one. That Deadeye. Perfect positioning there from Sensi.
Play of the game.
I mean, what was the shirt we got 12 game?
It's Halloween.
Triple
But Dinks will be able to skulk around with that Sombra as well. On the other hand, the red team gonna have something a little more balanced. They do have the Zen and the Ana. They even have the Genji and the Tracer as well as the Ryan and the Zarya to keep on the payload. But in the meantime, Billy taking a nap. Dinks with a takedown already onto Bayagster. Dinks with 2 already. Galahad going for some chaos. And this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. The blue team will take the fight to the red squad. And what the red team really needs to do is the fact that they need to make an opening here to go to the payload. Big buy grenade there. Want to mud into the backline. Another pile driver from the blue squad, and Galahad trying to get away. Funchik on the other hand with the leap on in. There you go. Funchik with 2. And this is just going to be a little mismatch here at the start. So it really needs to be Sensi and Bodsy getting some pickoffs for their team. Because if they're able to get a pick, they can cascade on it, but they still need to get rid of Paranoia, who's on that Mercy. Will be able to go for the rest of Rex. The Mercy now really low, not being healed up at all by Billy, who's completely missing his shots. And this is an opening here for the red team. Fire Grenade now connecting. Want the mud close to the Shatter, but Dinks is there to go for the hack. EMP now is available. Dinks trying to get into position again. Grab the surge though coming on out from Calamitous. Here's the trance though from Vigilance, keeping everyone topped up. Wantamad getting the nano boost as well, and he spots out Dinks, but the EMP there is immediately popped by the Sombra before his death knell. Funchik on the other hand with the Primal Rage as well. So for the blue squad, they are able to win this out in this fight. But that was very, very close for the red team to actually win that one, because Wantamad, who was just swinging away, hitting the Sombra. And damn, that was the red squad's big opportunity there. But anyway, for the blue squad right now, trying to get into position. Dragon Blade is out from Sensi, but he needs some healing. Oh, Billy getting it deflected. A perfect bubble at the end. But now he's really, needs to get away. Funchik able to get him taken down. But it's unfortunate there that the red squad wasn't able to get the healing done. Bonzi on the other hand into the backline. Funchik getting the nano boost. There's the shatter now from Wantamad, putting Galahad to the floor. But still, the blue team right now in position to defend this. Pile driver now connecting into the backline. And this is gonna be the blue squad trying to get into position. Funchik with the jump on in. Sensi on their hand with the Reaper. And here's the Graviton Surge from the Zarya of Neogear. But Wantamad able to get the charge. And this is an opening for the red team to go for the push. But their backline completely decimated so far. So honestly, for the blue squad, I would say that they have been playing this dive to a pretty solid degree. Wantamad. On the other hand, for the red team, what they need to do is probably play Disablers, maybe a Brigitte, maybe a Sombra, or maybe even a Junkrat to help them. But Sensi right now has switched over to the Reaper, something a little more comfort for him. And he's gonna just slip on by through to the Zarya. Dinks and Calam does get 2. Neogear, on the other hand, will get taken down by the Sombra. And Wantamad still staying on to the point. Here comes the nano boost there. Wantamad just swinging away again for defenses. Sensi gonna get taken down. And here's the shatter right now. Galahad with that takedown there. And with the Wrecking Ball trying to go for the roll. Oh, cool. Mines are available. And for the blue squad, did you use the thunder? Ah. And for the blue squad, they're just trying to keep the pressure on here at the start of Junkertown. 30 seconds remaining, and the red team finally gets a pick there onto Galahad. Bayagster has switched over to the Lucio. A little more sustainable healing, but at the same time, it's a little less in terms of burst. The Prime Rage right now here from the blue team, and Funchik just hopping along for the ride. The red team on the other hand, trying to get in position. 10 seconds remaining here for the blue squad. There's gonna be a pulse bomb there tossed out by Bodsy. And really, you just can't counter chemistry, guys. You can't counter chemistry. Why did I let this happen? Why did I let this happen? That is the real question.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
If you ever ask me again, talk like this, I will have this VOD ready to tell you no fucking way in. This is why we don't do stacks, guys. This is why we don't do stacks. Go play real scrims if you want. Sorry, I'm new to scrims. I don't know dodge. I don't know. Tayo na mga Smurf boys to. Who is dodge?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Tayo ng blue team to. Oh, Dings new to scrims. A pretty bad player. Oh! Shots fired, dude. Shots fired. Who is Dax? The idiot that let this happen. Dax is the idiot that let this happen.
5, 4,
When you play against a team that knows exactly what they're doing to pop around, the only real way to do so is to like honestly is to play something else. Flamma's not gonna play a Bastion, so this is gonna be the blue team winning immediately because they're gonna just protect this Bastion. Good hack there from Sensi. That is a very, very smart decision there from Sensi to go for the Sombra, but it's a little too late, and yeah, that's it. It's a game. Quantamad gonna go on the Wrecking Ball, and he's gonna try to go for the contest. Here comes the roll, and Paranoia trying to go for the heal. Billy on the hand with the Torbjorn hammer already, and the red team, please not leave real quick. I just want to make a point real quick. This is I don't even want just give you guys the play of the game. This was a good Sombra play from Dings. You not hacking bot G. Just able to go to the back line. But yeah, that's just prove the point. Just when you at the start, when everyone's like running around like chickens, and the red team is just 1
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chief Sitter Calamitous.
Capture the objective.
But anyway, so we did something new there, cause we gave the blue team what they wanted. Now we subbed them out because it's not fair to the other squad. Just really, chemistry is such a big thing in the first place. But anyway, we're into Lijiang Tower now, guys, and welcome to a little more of a fair matchup. The two teams just crossing beams with Mercies on their sides, but Mayagster now with a takedown onto Andoy. And this is gonna be a Torbjorn into full force. J22 now with a jump to the left-hand side will get taken out again by the Torb. And the red squad right now getting the point first. So for the red team, it looks like the win condition here is to just keep control of the point and their defense, because their lineup is very, very strong and suited for defending in the first place. On the other hand, the blue squad will want to go for that map control with the Pharah Mercy into play. Yuumi as well as Paranoia. Just be some girl power here between the two. But it'll be a barrier though from J22. And here's a pile driver from Galahad. So the Wrecking Ball still trying to cause some chaos. There's gonna be a Bio Grenade and a creep block as well from the Winston. And now J22 getting an Nano boost here from Emon, trying to shock down Yeager. The Lucio tried to wall right away, but here's a charge now from Wantamad. The Earth Shatter is available though. And Wantamad going after J22 to start things off. The Winston tried to get back into the fight with the Brown Rage, gonna pop it in midair. Yeager getting hacked up as well. Will the Lucio get the wall right in time? Getting knocked into the river. And there's a takedown there from J22. Bodsy though, pulse bomb connecting onto Paranoia. The red squad trying to get into position again, and just Galahad making a difference. No will fall down in the meantime. So for the blue squad, they might have an opening here, but they're getting staggered even by Youngster with the takedown there onto Yuumi in midair. So really, for the blue squad right now, what they need to do is try to counteract that Galahad and his Wrecking Ball. J22 will try to take the fight to them with his own. In the meantime, Paranoia with the rest there onto Emon, and Youngster has been popping off pretty well with the Torbjorn. Self-destruct now, hitting the wall, unfortunately for Igog. But this is gonna be the blue team with their Pharah Mercy trying to get into position. Rocket Barrage is available. EMP is close here for Andoy as well. The Sombra, such a good pick against her lineup. And now Yuumi gonna make a trade, but Youngster will get taken down. Vigilance on the other hand with the swoop on in will go for the rest as well, bringing the Torbjorn back to life. The red team right now close to the end. Andoy in position to go for the EMP. The red team will need to defend as well, cause an EMP is gonna come their way. They already start things off strong with Igog getting taken out. Andoy on the other hand is translocating away. Unfortunately for the blue team, there might not be any follow-up for this EMP. A huge EMP there, but can Yuumi go for make a difference? No, she can't. Both the Sombra and the Tracer gonna fall in that same vein.
Score.
And unfortunately for the blue team, not even able to take control of the point. Just for the blue squad, I feel like they needed to play that Sombra earlier. And honestly, Bayagster with the next level Torbjorn play out of nowhere, this guy playing Torbjorn like a G has been very, very strong on the Torb in the first place. But now we see him switching over to the Winston. Oh, could be on the Reinhardt. So Wantamad gonna be on the Soldier 76. What is the blue team gonna do? They do have the Brigitte now here from Eamon. But it's gonna be a solo tank play from J22. He's gonna take the fight to the red team. Galahad on the other hand, trying to get in position to the right hand side. Ready to go for the grapple hook. Gets the bonk there onto Igong. Andoy also gets swooped as well, but able to translocate in time. For the red team, trying to get in position. The point though, under their control already, but it hasn't unlocked yet. J20 now with the pile driver as Io gets rid of Bloodseed. Here comes the Brigitte. Nigir gets stunned on up. And this is gonna be some overwhelming point presence by the Brigitte. Just swinging away this time. Galahad and Vigilance both get stunned up, and the Mercy gets clipped in this fight. For the red squad though, they're losing members now. Yuumi getting a repair back as well, allowing the Tracer to brawl even more efficiently. And this is going to be the red team with the initial capture. J22 with a perfect grapple hook to push Wantamad away into the abyss. For the blue squad right now, the Brigitte pick is completely the correct choice. Eamon is ready with the rally, but they might need to go for another healer. We do see the pile driver now connecting from Galahad. The red squad into position again, trying to do some damage. Fierce charge though by Youngster, hitting the wall, swinging away for the fences. Igong is caught out, and that's a huge shatter there from Youngster. Gets rid of the Mercy. Yuumi is going to be contested as well, and will get taken out by the Reinhardt. Youngster just making a difference with his hammer. Postman now connecting, and Bodsy with a takedown onto Andoy as well. So the red squad able to hold and take the point back. This is a perfect start here from Bayagster, just getting the shatter onto the Guardian Angeler as well as the Blinker. So anyway, the red team right now in position again. Just gonna decide to move on out. Galahad versus Igog. The McCree falling in that fight. Sadly, doesn't get the shots onto the small little hamster. Nigir getting a boop swell onto Eamon. Galahad trying to do the same thing, but the Wrecking Ball not seeing any targets out in front. Mines now are popped. Galahad trying to roll on away. Yuumi though with a takedown onto one. EMP now comes in out here from Andoy. Paranoia with the back here as well, but the sound barrier and the hammer just making a difference. Postbomb now is avoided there by the raid form. Paranoia just flying around still with the pink Mercy, but slams onto the rooftop instead. Wantamad now with a takedown onto one. Death Blossom is available. And look at that, the Reaper trying ambitiously to get up on top. Uncontested this time, and the Death Blossom is available, so Wantamad will just wait here for an opportunity to strike. Vigilance gonna Guardian Angel to him, but that might give away his position. On the other hand, Andoy has switched over to the Junkrat, just tossing out some grenades for the time being. Galahad trying to get away. Valkyrie now is popped by Vigilance, and the red team here in position again on the point. Yuumi now with take on onto one. Mines are primed as well here by Galahad, who does get rid of Paranoia, but the blue squad is winning it out with the Tracer as well as the McCree. The Reinhardt caught between a McCree, a Tracer, a Doofus, and a Junkrat. You know what to do? You just die. 4 DPS on the point. No more attacks here for the blue team. They're just gonna go for the fight, and Igong gets 2 with the Deadeye. Even with the spray at the end there, just for some flair. But unfortunately for the blue team, this might be Galahad just spawn camping their poor Mercy. Galahad now getting punched up by the Doomfist. Good connection there by J22. Montamad on the other hand in position to go for the Death Blossom. Gonna jump on down, makes it spin. Good recall though from Yuumi and Andoy with the blow up. Now Pulse Bomb flick to the right hand side, doesn't really get too much, and Niger back into the fight. Lucio trying to go for the roll ride, the red team though using the Wrecking Ball to make some presence onto the point, but Andoy gets the blow up again. The blue team on the other hand just winning it out with this 4 DPS. How are they doing it so handily? That has been absolutely impressive so far, that the blue team has been staying on with this 4 DPS competition. They do get the punch there onto Bodsy, and J22 now into the air, going for Vigilance, gets the slam, and the Meteor Strike connecting via Exter now. Will get stunned up as well, but J22 has already made all the difference in the world with his Doomfist. 90% right now, and the red squad can go for the contest, but Wantamad will get felled. Galahad on the other hand with the grapple as well as the mines, so the blue team needs to sweep this up. Deadeye though from Igog into the middle. Notice Niger and Galahad just being so cheeky, and the mines just get a kill onto one. Flashback now connecting, Fan the Hammer doesn't have enough bullets in the chamber, which is now going for the res. Pulse Bomb connecting onto the Mercy, but Vayagstar is back in the fight and gets a shatter there on Paranoia. This is going to be very dangerous here for the blue team. They have the retard, but Andoy has to get away. Will he pop it here? Yes, he can. Can he make a difference onto the point? Gets rid of Bodsy. Yuumi on the other hand wins the contest, but no, it's not going to be enough. And the red team just getting enough time bought there by Galahad and his mines. J22 now back into the fight with Swamp Monster from the Lagoon. Will get taken out as he's a fish out of water.
My ultimate's ready.
Can the red squad win this one? Yes, they can. The blue team, no contest whatsoever at the end. And the Daytride squad take it 2-0. The blue team tried to make it work with the 4 DPS and almost did so. That is very commendable from there.
Of the game.
Yo. I got a question mark out of nowhere. I was like, what?
4,
And Calamus will take the fight to Galahad on the Wrecking Ball of. On the other hand, they are gonna go for the Winston as well from Funtrick. Bodsy and Natsukashi gonna be on the Speedsters, the Tracer, and the Genji into the fight. Interesting though that Yuumi is gonna stay on that Mercy instead go for a Lucia or a Zenyatta. We'll see if the Resurrects can make a difference, as Billy already did the pick off onto Dinks with the Reflect. From across the map, the Genji getting the kill to start things off is a good sign here for the red team into their oncoming push. Billy now chasing after Calamitous, and the Wrecking Ball just dancing around the health box, looking for another way to heal himself, but he's gonna fall down instead. Thank you for the follow there, Justin Nerd 275. Vayagstar on the other hand with a takedown onto one already, and this guy has proven to be a wonderful surprise and addition to the community scrims. Vayagstar, not only a great StarCraft player, but has proven to be a really good Overwatch player as well. So kudos to Vayagstar. Thank you for him for showing up. On the other hand, first time here for Bodsy to finally get into the game after being in the chat, so welcome to Bodsy as well. So for now, Bodsy going to the left hand side, the red team on the other hand, Wade Billy getting a takedown onto Natsukashi, just proving his superiority, and poor Dinks just caught on out by the Solo Blade. Calamitous this time goes for the dash along and gets the heals in time. But the red team in heavy control still. Galahad and Billy forming a crux here for the red team's defense. Wantamad also making a difference, getting a kill onto his counterfire. And I like the defense of the support line here from the red squad, but I don't like the Moira pick in general. Oh, Wantamad getting the pulse bomb kill onto Yuumi as Calamitous soars into the sky. That was something there. Bodsy on the other hand returning the favor with the pulse bomb stick onto Billy. Now the two balls just roaming around. Mines now are tossed out, but the blue team can get away from it and just go to the left hand side instead. Natsukashi and Calamitous though are cut off, and Bodsy blinking into a mine. That is very dangerous stuff there from Bodsy. Has a sliver of HP being healed up by Yuumi. Niger on the other hand with the leap. Here's a Dragon Blade now from Natsukashi into the backline. Wants to go for Vayagstar first, but the Zenyatta's good movement there, as well as the peel from the Genji, keeping him alive. The red team right now in heavy control of the Busan Sanctuary map. The blue squad has no real answer here. Calamitous finally has decided to switch over to the DPS because he knows this was because he knows this is a fight. Watashi wa Tamago, I am egg. Yeah, Watashi wa Tamago is our joke for people who actually stream on Tamago, the Tamago software. Pulse bomb now being tossed out, and the red team will take 100-0. Because in the PH, there are new players in the scene due to the fact that Twitch C died. Everyone was let go, or I mean, well, technically everyone resigned, whatever. But the thing is, so there are new players coming on, and Facebook is very it is like trying to corner the market, as well as Tamago and Nemo TV are two entrants who have come in to try and provide streaming services as well. So, you know, I don't know. For people who just want to meme about Tamago, you just say Watashi wa Tamago. Because I am egg. I am egg. Honestly. It's just stupid sound to listen to. But anyway, for the red team right now, they will go for a similar composition, but Galahad gonna be on the Doofus this time, and it's Billy on the Wrecking Ball, so we'll see if the role swap will make a difference here. Blue Squad on the other hand is gonna go for the one tank triple DPS composition. Calamdus leading the charge and getting the first frag already. Galahad and Calam wanted to go for the duel, but Doofus trying to get away. Here comes a jump on in from Neogear, and the tank line from the red team has proven to be a lot more superior to what the blue team has decided to run. Thanks for the pick off onto one, but is being hampered here by the oncoming attack. I love to watch this. Sup Neil Gaming. I'm glad you enjoy it. Just, you know, giving some credence here, giving some notoriety, giving some presence for the PH community. Natsukashi though will pick up onto one. Coalescence now comes on out, and look at the red team. They're just taking the fight to the blue squad because they know they can body them a lot more handily. Natsukashi now keeping a perch up on top and spots out Vigilance at the corner of his eye. The blue team now getting 3 picks with an onslaught here. One Tamad onto the point, being hammered by Punchik. Oh, look at that, the youngster using the float, what do you call this? What do you call these platforms? The ascending and descending platforms as cover. Just the right timing there from the Mercy, as the blue team now will go for the push. Galahad again. What is happening to VG? I'm sorry, VG. If you're listening to this right now, you're just having too much tech issues today, and it's kinda, it's really just sad reacts to you. Hi, Vigilance. What is happening, my friend? Anyway, for the two teams, what has happened is the red team has finally penetrated the blue team's defense. Galahad though with a meteor strike. It's okay, man. Just try to fix it. Wow. Now Secret out connecting. Things though will fall. So Galahad, with that push on in, Bodzi on in hand, will take down onto one, being hampered by Billy. But apparently the Wrecking Ball has forgotten completely about the point. Farley goes on to it. The blue squad now conceding the point there, even with the coalescence pop by Yuumi. So I was gonna say there that for the blue team, their whole defense just falling apart because of the fact they don't really have too much point presence. They have a dive composition task. Natsukashi though with a Deadeye onto 2 at the corner. Wantamad on the other hand going for the chase down. Kalamas all the way in the back line will try to go for the punch instead. They spot out the Tracer, and there you go, that's the kill. Team kill going the way of the blue team. And the blue squad is very good at the retake, but you need to be better at the defense to keep the control point in their possession. They need to get these picks a lot earlier, and now the blue team waiting for an opportunity for the red squad to come on out. Wantamad tossing out the pulse bomb, and it's completely to the other side, and Bodzi on the other hand showing him how it's done. You're getting stuck, getting the red dawn up, and here comes the nano boost onto the red Winston. A jump on in onto Natsukashi. The McCree getting torn apart by the lightning, but Ponchik on the other hand showing how it's done in the backline does get 3, shocking the red team in all its all. And for the blue squad right now, they are close to the end. 91% and counting. Can Wantamad get onto the point? He does have the blinks available. All he needs to is get to the backline. If you're looking for this one, Cairo, it's the Dax cast one. Give me with the Bio Orb. Bodsy on the other hand with a takedown onto one. The blue squad right now trying to keep the point in their possession, but Billy has other plans with the pile driver and the kill there onto UV. The red team right now just going for the roll and then keeping their tanks onto the point, but the means to strike here from Calamitous to do a large amount of damage. Natsukashi locking on, gets a shot there onto the Winston. Here comes Wantamat into the fight. Galahad into the air, will get taken down by Funtrick. The Tracer too late to get back into the fight. Ow!
Score 1-1.
Bobo naman nun. You're like, why would you reset the router so many times? I don't understand, but whatever. Calamitous is dancing on the DDR, but for that game, just it really went to show the difference between a 1-3-2 and a 2-2-2. Because for a 1-3-2, you need to get those picks a lot earlier with your 3 DPS, because you won't have much in terms of sustained presence. It's not about the healing, but it's about how much health you have in total. And for the red team, they were able to brawl, but eventually the blue team found their stride and were able to just go for the picks instead. And this is what the blue team is now gonna do. They are gonna go for these picks as much as possible. Galahad on the Wrecking Ball again, Billy on the Doomfist. So the red team won't take the fight to the blue in this one, but Funtrick has made such a huge difference on this Winston, just being the body the blue team needs, but not really the one they deserve, because he has been absolutely exceptional in this fight. So for the blue squad right now, they are gonna get the initial capture. Bayagster tried to make the Symmetra work, but I feel like this is gonna be a pick that is not gonna work out in his favor. The shields are gonna be tossed out now, and Symmetra is not support anymore, so I feel like Bayagster should switch on to something like a Lucio, something like a Mercy, or even a Zenyatta, because he played exceptionally well on the Zen a while ago. Dinks on the other hand with a takedown onto one, getting some good sight lines at the middle of the street, and he's just playing this like a sniper. Galahad forced to back on out, doesn't get too much sight lines, so past the poster, and the red team now gonna use the teleporter to go up on top, but they don't really have much to utilize it for. The red team doesn't have a Bastion, the red team doesn't have a Junkrat, the red team doesn't really have anyone who can use the teleporter like that. Instead, they're just gonna go for a very sloppy quick kill onto 2. Billy getting a punch now, and eventually the blue team falling because they weren't really in proper positions. Completely placed here by the red team. Bodsy getting a buy grenade as well, as Billy is into the air, going for Funtrick, get some damage done, but the Winston can pop the Prime Rage at any time, and Yumi is there to top it up. Bodsy now switching over to that Genji. Mines are tossed out by Galahad as well, but these mines aren't really in the best spot. They're very easy to avoid, especially the ones on the road. Natsukashi almost touching one. That's very close there from the Widowmaker. But now Natsu looking for a way to get a sniper too. Symmetra going to the portal up as well, and Natsukashi jumping into the beams as well as the lightning. The blue team right now gonna go for the rotate to the right hand side, and Galahad already getting rid of the Widowmaker to start things off. Look at the Wrecking Ball on the prowl, trying to go for the boop. Another boost onto Wantamat, but he's so far away from the blade. Finally, he gets it. Will he still whip it out? Yes, he does, and very questionably as Funtrick is gonna shock him out. Photon Barrier is placed here by Bayagster, but the Winston can just completely ignore it with his gun. On the other hand, the red team going for the point again with Billy jumping into the fight. Calamitous being slowed down, gonna be a Dragon Ball Z kind of fight between the two Doomfists, but Galahad is there to get the takedown. So the turret making a big difference there, honestly, because Calamitous was slowed pretty heavily by the turret itself. Yumi though with the takedown onto Galahad, good focus fire from the blue squad, and now they're gonna go for the chump. So this is gonna be a good opportunity for the blue team to get on in, because Funtrick is gonna pop the primary to start things off after a very heroic initiation. Will get out in time to be healed up by the Aona and the Moira. So that is gonna work in favor of the blue team twofold. The supports are gonna get a lot of ult charge. Billy on the other hand being hampered will get taken out by Calamitous. Here comes Niger to try and go for the contest, just swinging away for the fences, being punched around. But we do see the McCree now from Natsukashi trying to lock on in, but the red squad gain 2 kills with their tank line. The blue team faltering at the last moment. Can they actually turn things around? Yumi is the one focused on, and the turret with the takedown. Billy missing the punch. Fonchik just trying to go for the void, and Bodsy looking for a health pack, but he has to get away from the turret, and Bayagster with a perfect ball on the face of the Genji. The red team right now with 3 kills. Calamitous with the roll on in again. There we go with the mines. Galahad getting in position, and this looks like the red squad will take it 2-1. Cheeks and China win.
Play of the game.
I'm going to Funchick. I feel like this was deserved, because this is the one where he just jumped into the back line and decided to shock everyone. No one was really aiming for him. WM1. What a god. What a god. We're gonna get here from Bayagster, and Emma gonna be on the Brigitte. Okay. Really honestly gonna be a solo healer. So when thanks for the $3 donate, Cairo. I'm surprised you left, man, but thank you. Shout outs to Cairo, guys. Cairo, very strong DPS player, to be honest. On my list of top DPS players in the PH. But we'll see. I'm not gonna say anything. It all depends on factors. Anyway, so for the red team right now, they're gonna go for that McCree. Yumi getting some shots or not. Look at that, the turret don't doing a lot of damage. And Bayagster has just left it alone to its own devices. Evan saying hi to the corpse of Galahad, but Blue Squad already losing the point, getting that first tick taken away from them. Ken Sensi just hop around, knowing he's gonna fall to the hand of Funchick. The red team on the other hand has to deal with the bio grenade. Billy getting killed onto 1, playing a pseudo DPS Ana. But really, this is gonna be difficult for the blue team. Billy now with the flank. Calamitous will fall. The Ana versus Ana game going the way of the blue squad, but the red team with that first capture.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for the dono, dude. I appreciate so much. Now, Ultimate's ready here for Galahad and Calamitous. On the other hand, the blue team gonna go for the push. I don't understand what Bud's saying. Mines are available, and Sensi and Galahad just having a quick little duel. A good movement from both, able to dodge everything. Yumi now taken out by the Swiss Strike, and it's gonna be the blue team getting on to the point. They need Vigilance though to get up in front to protect them, as Galahad now going into the backline. Bayagster being hampered, but look at how his health pool is established. He has the armor behind the shields. Very effective here for the Zenyatta. Will just regenerate that blue HP. And it honestly makes sense in the lore perspective as well, because the shields are on top of your hero, and the armor is something you're wearing, and then the HP is just you getting hurt. So it honestly makes sense. For now, the red team does get 2 picks with their 2 snipers. Yumi and Calamitous getting good sight lines. Vigilance putting down the shield, unfortunately for him. Galahad on the other hand, pile driving into the middle line, wanting to go with the mindset. Sensi though, with the hero blade, does get rid of Paranoia as well as Yumi. So the blade making a difference to turn things around. Didn't even ask for the nano boost there. Gets the armor pack as well as the rally instead. And Sensi, one-man army. That was a beautiful initiation there for Sensi. I honestly thought he was gonna get hampered at the start, but it was Emon just committing alongside him, giving him a lot of armor, giving him the repair pack as well. Kudos to the blue team with their Brigitte and their Genji's teamwork. For the blue squad right now, they're still keeping on by this corner. What the red team is trying to do is force them out into some explosives as well as the combination, and just a quick little coordinated push from the red team making a difference. On the other hand, Timur in the backline gets a Dragon Strike, will be spotted by Yumi, but interesting, the Widowmaker will ignore him. It's Calamitous with a takedown instead. The blue squad though with some presence. Bayagster is ready with a trance, not popping it anytime soon, but a nano boosted Brigitte is one to be fearful for. A Sleep Dart will be there to be able to get the takedown. Galahad on the other hand with the pile driver. Yumi and Galahad another set of kills. They have been making a difference so far. The thing has been pretty problematic. Visions though sleeping on the second checkpoint, trying to charge away, gets a fire grenade to his face and will get taken down. On the other hand, M1 as well as Sensi now onto the left hand side. Will either of them go for the contest? Switch right now to try and keep on the push. But can the red team actually finish this off here and get the second point capture? M1 now out in front. Tamura and Billy going in from the backline as well. And Bayagster still holding on to that chance. Can the Zenyatta make it the time to go for the last minute contest? This has been good juggling from the Discords and Harmony Orbs between Bayagster, but he needs to make a difference here and he needs to do it now or they will lose the point. Rally now is popped here by Emon, who has just been such a hamper on the red team's push with that stun. Bayagster getting some heals as well from the Brigitte. And it looks like eventually the red team is forced to back on out, everyone falling apart. Besides Galahad, Timur going some for the crouches as well on the Fonchik Dam. That is the rivalry there between these two.
My ultimate is charged.
A minute and 40 remaining, and the blue squad against all odds have been able to stop the red team's attack. They now have 4 ultimates under their belt. But this might be another good defense for them. Sensi in position, Galahad on the other hand with the file driver again, and Bayagster is caught on that with the Sonic Arrow. No way to try and counteract the Dragon Blade though for the red team because Sensi is just cleaving them apart. Paranoia and Calamitous both do fall, and their support line having no real defensive ultimates. But they are C9ing the point. The red team right now going for the push with the Wrecking Ball, but Vigilance and Emon desperation jump onto the point with their hammers, with their shields just running through the mines. A minute remaining and that was very close there for the blue team. They almost C9'd it, almost just gave it away. But for now, Yuumi getting the first frag again. Perfect headshot on to Sensi. Trying to get in position again. But the payload now backing on out. We will see the Brigitte though onto the right hand side. Emon just going for the peak. Nano Boost now going the way of Galahad. And Bayagster might pop the chance here. Gets the Nano Boost instead. Will we see the legendary Nano Trance? No, we won't. At least these players know what they're doing. 2 kills now going the way of Tamura. 20 seconds remaining. Yuumi gonna pop the infra side. Looking for a way to go for a strike. But Billy with a takedown there onto Paranoia, getting rid of half of the healing for the red squad. And this is gonna be Fonchik with the last minute lunge onto the payload. Will he get spotted? Here comes Galahad as well. The Wrecking Ball valiantly into the fight. But look at that, Timura with the action jump gets onto Fonchik. The roll on in from Galahad just in a circular motion won't work out in their favor. Igog trying to use the right clicks, but that Shatter is there to meet him. I would say hindi.
Score
Pero
0-1.
you'll get more in trouble than me. So I'll do you a solid and put you in not a shit show with her. So lag lol. Everyone is lagging. Sunday scrims is when the US people join. Joke lang po. Swap? What do you mean swap? What does that mean? What? I have. Kaso they sleeping na. No. Nice to tigil lang. I just mean like kay ikaw si Cake. Plus sa masali pag Sunday kasi kaya sa skid parang 12 AM East at 8 PM West, diba? Or something 8 ba? 999 or something like that start time, something like that, diba? Parang I made the Sunday scrim at 3 PM one because it's perfectly in time for anyone in the US to actually play na, you know, from Overrush, that kind of thing. But anyway, Igog, damn! Perfect entry frags to start things off. Double headshot there. Igog showing his stuff, putting the I in the I kill you with the Gog. I don't know, I was a little forced. But anyway, the red team right now with 2 kills. They are just gonna go for the push again. Kalamas doing his usual acrobatics. And the defense already starting off on a high note with the snipers doing their jobs pretty handily.
I am ready.
Maui Kicks, good luck, have fun to all competitors. Thanks Maui Kicks! Thanks for dropping on by. For the blue team though, Mora getting a headshot onto one. And this might be a sniper fiesta between these two teams. Paranoid, I believe, getting the res. Here goes a Mado from Bayagster, putting up the ice wall, and Galahad is stopped in his tracks. So Mora able to get the snipe. Sensi now gonna dash on in. The Genji having free reign into the backline. Wants to go for the Red Widowmaker. Igog getting a frag there, but it's not. It will be enough. The duel between these two ends up with Igog taking the victory. But it might be Billy who wins it all in the end. The winner takes it all for Billy now. And they might try to just win this out outright, because they just need 1 or 2 snowball pushes and just win 1 or 2 fights, and they got this in the bag. A nice one now coming on out, and Calamus caught into the backline. Here comes the Wrecking Ball, and everyone avoiding Dragon Strike at the last moment. No reason to accelerate their speed. But even though they were able to avoid the Dragon Strike in time, very good movement here from the blue team. Stuttgart now connecting. Billy showing in on a showcase, and the ice wall and the freeze there from Bayags. They're shutting down Galahad in his tracks. In the meantime though, Sensi whipping out the blade. Here we go, going for a cleave onto Igog. Next will be Calamitous, but Calamitous knows how to do the animation cancel. Able to get the takeout, needs to get healed up however, and Paranoia into the fight. Now we do see the Hero Blade, and there you go, the Brigitte and Diana working together to shut that down. That was a complete fail there from Calamitous, and Galahad has noticed he has to go for the contest. The Genji now back into the fight. Honestly, just a little sad about being res there. Probably would have wanted to switch. Pile Driver now coming on out. Billy with a takedown on the Para. Kalam getting the Bio Grenade again. But finally, the Genji getting his revenge. But the blue squad though, able to still go for the push. The Venom Mine and its poison just sinking into that Genji's lanes. And for the blue team right now, just 3 people on the payload. They are just going for the push. Galahad is focused down. And the blue team and the red team have similar spawn point distances from there. The red team having a slight advantage near to the end. But if they lose out one fight, they are gonna lose the whole game. Mines now coming out into the backline. Blizzard is there as well, and the blue team complete area denial this time. This looks very good for the blue team. Mines and Ice are the name of the game. Honestly, it looks like the wall has fallen and the Yumi fan club is on the rise.
Play of the game.
Deal with GG to Igog. Dude, Igog just a beautiful start at the end with those 2 headshots, man. Sensi, Scalam. On that Junkrat, ready to just blow up some tanks, blow up some people, and just do as much damage as he can. Interesting positioning though with the trap and the concussive. Is gonna be out in the open. On the other hand, the red team gonna go for a classic Zen Mercy play. Now the concussive mine as well as the bear trap are broken out. Mora having all that set up for naught. But anyway, the blue team now sitting up by the gate. You see some fire strikes being tossed out for the Reinhardts in their charge. For the red team, a first frag already. Bayagster is the first to fall to the hook of Dinks. And still, the Roadhog having that pick potential, especially on sports. Flashbang now connecting. Fudge caught on out by the concussive mine. And Dinks taking up with a Bio Grenade onto himself as well. So even after that first frag there, the blue team able to win it out for now. The game's gonna be fascinating though, going for some shots. Flashbang tossed up into the sky, sees absolutely no one. Yim now back into the fight, but the red team still forced the back on out. The blue team though will struggle along without their DPS in so what the blue squad should do is just keep clustered up as much as possible. Use the Reinhardt and the Brigitte to their maximum potential. There's the hook right now. A nano boosted Reinhardt. And we have the Deadeye here from Fascinate to force Sensi to go for the barrier instead. And then take down onto Bayagster after the pressure from Dinks. Good communication here for the red team. They knew exactly what to do in a situation where the Deadeye is just being charged on up. Using it to zone out the Reinhardt. Fascinate and Vigil now trading blows. The Peacemaker of the red team though having a little more in the chamber. And for the red team right now. They're already with 3 ultimates. Tamora getting his grenades deflected. That Billy is really low. Calamitous can get these 2 stagger kills, and if the red team can get to the second checkpoint, this is gonna be absolutely crucial for a snowball push. But they don't have a Lucio in tow. Bayagster has switched off to Moira, and Tamora back into the fight. This might be even some more just staying inside the spawn point with that Riptide. But for now, the blue team gonna go on upstairs, trying to get in position. Fire Strike, it is gonna be tossed out. The red team into the middle line. Vigilance going for some shots. Sensi and Funchick butting heads. And here comes the rip right now from Tamora. Does get to Fascinate on the other hand, up on top. Doesn't get too much as he was blown up instead. So Vigilance will take the mantle of Superior McCree. Getting some shots on that. A Hero Blade here from Calamitous, however, to try and keep the push going. And he knew he could make that work because there were only 2 targets in the first place, as well as the Brigitte not into play. Sensi now focusing the shatter there onto the Genji, the blue squad onto the point, and we do see things falling down. So the poor Roadhog has to hop on out, and the blue team able to keep their first stick in check. So that was a good call there from Calamitous, honestly. He knew they could win that fight and try to go for the first tick, but sadly they weren't able to boot out the Brigitte and the Reinhardt. He could make a case though that he shouldn't use the blade, just waited it out instead, got the kills normally. But that was just a situation where Callum knew that he could have actually forced something out. Now we have the trance though, and Yuumi is caught in place. So the red team can't really push with this. Shatter now comes on out and Emon to the floor. The red team now gonna go for the push, and there you go. Billy and Tamora with 2 takedowns. Nano boost is available here for the blue squad, but this has had been enough damage onto the red team's attack. Lynx even brought along for a ride there by Sensi. And for now, the blue squad able to hold steadfast on the second checkpoint. So this is gonna be a standard Hanamura game. Point A immediately lost. Point B will take forever to get captured, and it will be the same situation for the other side. And hence the name, Draw Namura. But for the blue team right now, they are ready with 3 ultimates. Bayagster and Vigilance ready to get in position again. Tamora on the other hand, Riptide will be available. Lynx has switched over to the Tracer instead of the Roadhog. So less tankiness for the red team, but the Roadhog really isn't a tank anyway. Really now caught out by Funchick, who will get a few shots there and Fascinate in position. The red team though not going onto the point yet, instead they're going for the frags. Funchick really low, will get taken out. Paranoia ready to go for the res, and that is going to be a sacrificial lamp play there from the red team. Now the red squad all over the point. This is going to be very dangerous here for the blue team. They only get 1 kill, which is going to be Calamitous. Will it be enough, however, as the blue squad right now trying to get in position again. Emma now gonna get the fire grenade as well as the nano boost. Vigilance not getting much though from his Deadeye. And for the blue squad right now, they are able to get some 2 picks. Tamora seeing Paranoia as well as Funchick going inside, and this is gonna be the Junkrat in his element. Calamitous though taking advantage. Good lure play here now by the red team. Calamitous with the blade gets rid of both Billy and Emon. But can this be enough? He has to go for Bayagster. He has good fade to get on that. Bio Orb is being followed as well. Now Pulse Bomb connecting on the Sensi, and the red team has made enough of a hole in the defense to get the second tick. The blue squad will have to go for the desperation test. On the other hand, Fascinate out on top. Deadeye on the 3. Beautiful display there with the lock on. And the red team able to get the capture.
Score 0.
Fascinate. McCree main? Damn. Fascinate showing his stuff with the Deadeye, as well as that good frag at the end, even though it didn't really count. Fascinate, McCree main. Goddamn. Hindi ko ma-bob and weave yun. Secret pocket pick to. Tama. Just like your window. Tama. Next level. So what is the... Dapat mag-surprise bastion. Tama. Yun rin. Lots of pocket picks. So for the red team, they are gonna get a 251 on the time bank. So we might be here for the long haul unless the blue squad isn't even able to get the capture in the first place. But for the red squad, that was just a very interesting situation. Like, what the red squad decided to do there with the lure. That was really good. Like Calamtus, seeing that the blue team was gonna go down below, was able to get the blade in a optimal situation. And for now, the blue squad will decide to go for a Mercy and an Ana Buntrick. Good Fire Strike to get 30% already, but has to get on out. Luckily, he doesn't have to deal with the Lucio. He doesn't have to deal with the Sleep Dart connecting onto him as well. Fire Strike now being tossed out to the right hand side, and the two Reinhardts gonna meet into the middle line. For the red team, they are in position to just defend this. Things getting the frag already onto Timora, and no Widowmaker means no backline pressure. And the red team can just push on in without worrying about their heads being sniped off. Bayagster and Emando being in position. We do see a lot of healing going the way of both through their mercies, but Calamitous has no fear. Gets a takedown onto Billy. The red team trying to get on out, and the blue squad has responded immediately with a Pharah. This is perfect here for the blue team because they might catch the red squad for a surprise. Concussive shot now coming on out, and the McCree is the first to get hampered. Good flashback though from Fascinate. He will still fall out over 9 HP on Timora's belt. Now, Calamtus is the next target. Timora though needs to get healed up, gets a bubble instead, and Billy with the shots. Here comes the blade, however, and Calamtus cuts down Timora at the sides, digs with the Dragon Strike as well, and the Shimada brothers defending their territory. A refit now comes on out there, and Vigilance forced back on out, finally gets the takedown, and that is a good pick there for the blue team. Due to the fact that the Genji out of commission for the next 5 to 10 seconds. This will be an opening if Timora can get into position. Now he's flying into the gateway. Fascinate on the other hand, another Deadeye connecting. This time onto Bayagster. Sleep Dart from Billy a little too late, and the red team will be able to hold on to the first point so far. What is this? Dix pasabi kay Billy, miss ko na siya, my fave carry. Okay. What's your bout again, Vicky? I keep forgetting because I don't memorize people's Twitch to foul nicknames. I apologize. But anyway, the blue squad and the red team gonna be meeting each other in the middle line. Yeah. Oh, that's simple. I remember now. It's simple. Kalam and Sensi trading blows. Yeah. I gotcha, dude. Girl, I gotcha. I was like, I remember now. Kinky is a Simple's one. Dings on the other hand, showing his stuff. The Storm Arrows being primed again. And we do see Sensi to the corner. So the blue squad, another unsuccessful push. Billy, fave carry, Karao. Ni Simple. Easy clap. For the red team right now. They're trying to get in position again. Gonna try to get to the second floor. We do see some shots being tossed out, and look at this. A pocket play onto Timora with the Genji. Interesting. Using the Mercy like that to go for the Genji. Fascinate on the other hand, getting free reign, has been able to get these shots. Even a headshot there onto Timora. Deadeye is available, and the red team right now just going for very successful hold here by the point A. But Fascinate overextending will get taken down by Vigilance. Billy is ready with the nano boost. Can he pop it here as the blade from Calamtus is just making it work? We do see Kalam with 2 kills. Sleep Dart now connecting from Billy. And there you go. There's the takedown. Oh, less than a minute remaining, however. Can Billy make a difference here? Bargaining is available. Goes for the nano boost instead. Fascinate with the perfect flank from the ramen shop. Looks like he's going to be ordering some takeout. The Deadeye is available tomorrow now with the deflect into the middle line. Yep, it's the script. Just being hampered here by Sensi, and a beautiful Deadeye there from Vigilance does get 3. That was a very good position there from Vigilance community. On the other hand, red team right now with 2 picks. Timora again with that counter kill. But can Calamtus actually outduel the blue Genji in this one? Calamtus just hopping around, trying to stay alive. Timora getting the bubble, and finally there's the takedown. Down Vigilance with a really good Deadeye to make an opening there, akin to what Fascinate did. But now the blue squad able to get the first point. We'll have 4 minutes in the time bank, and this game extends a little more as we go on into Hanamura. Billy right now, though overextending, gonna get taken out by Yumi. On the other hand, Vigilance tossing out a few more rockets again. Interesting switch to Shafara. Still has to contend, however, with the Genji, the Hanzo, the Ana, and the McCree. This might be a difficult game here for Vigilance. You can see why Tamura has switched over to the Genji instead. Lynx, on the other hand, with the flank, Dragon Strike is available, pointing for some reason onto the outside. And the Hanzo overextending will be felt. And Bluesum right now, still onto the point. We do see Fontrick in the backline. Some rockets being tossed out. Fontrick with the shatter. Amazingly, it connects onto the Ana, and he's gonna go for a ride with the Granny. Emon with the takedown. Tamura, on the other hand, has to deal with opposing dragons as the strikes and the blade are tossed out. Now Calamitous getting 3 in his stead. This is gonna be the red team able to hold with another heroic effort from Calamitous. But we'll see if Billy can enable the rest of his blue squad. Because for now, we do see Vigilance now switching over to that Widowmaker. Vigilance looking at things. The two snipers having a little crossfire between these two. Vigilance knows though that he can't just walk past the arrows. He has to use the grapple if he wants to stay alive. Now looking if the Hanzo still has sightlines, now he can walk past the red team right now though. Up on top to the second floor. Interesting that Fascinate is all the way to the right hand side. Might want to go for a flashback for anyone acrobatic enough. For the blue team though and the red team, they do meet with their Winston shields. Calamitous again with a backline kill, this time on the Vigilance. Bayagster whipping out the pistol and gets rid of Yubi. Another boosted Genji into play. Fascinate forced to hold the Deadeye long enough, but he's still able to get the takedown. On the other hand, Emon with the Graviton Surge does get, I don't think he got anything there, but the red team has decided to give him a tick. The red squad right now trying to still go for the defense. Fascinate himself, just popping off, now getting the nano boost onto himself. And there's a takedown onto Sensi. The red team right now gonna go for the push. Anyari sa draw. Is this the legendary 10-10 score? But yeah, it's come to a point where the blue team is already down in time bank and hasn't even gotten the second tick here. Vigilance though, showing his stuff, does get 2. Fontrick in position, but his Winston skin is actually clipping past the wall. So that's unfortunate. So the red squad is already caught out in terms of positioning. The blue team though gonna go for the dive on in with the Genji to start things off. But Tamura really low, no healing. Sensi on the other hand initiating onto the point. Yumi is there to try and farm off that Winston. But now the red squad getting another set of kills. Venom Knight there connecting onto Calamitous. But this looks pretty bad here for the blue team. They have lost so much. The tanks are the only ones onto the point. Billy tried to go for the one-man sustain army, and Emon is the target. But will it be enough here for the blue team? Next heal who needs healing will be Tamura. And damn, the Ana getting some good tracking there. But it's just not enough to keep the Genji alive. Sali ako in a bit. Sige, sige. Back to now really low. Okay, Billy hit the Mercy. There you go. And the blue team just staggering for some reason. They're not really going in as a unit. Vigilance trying to get the second floor area, but Fascinate was already in position. And now he's to the right hand side. Can Fascinate get the take out of the Billy? No! It's now the McCree taking it out. There you go with the teabag. Billy, no look. Cool guys, don't look at fire grenade explosions. And he just walks on by instead. 30 seconds remaining, and the two Genjis gonna trade the flex. Who does have the blade here though? It's Calamitous. Does Yumi have the nano boost? No, she doesn't. So this needs to be a nano boost quickly from Yumi. So Calamitous can go for the deal breaker. Now nano boost on to Fascinate. So a nano Deadeye, the couple doing their work. Bayagster getting the rest on to Sensi. Calamitous on his own. And here comes the nano blade. Tamura with the takedown onto the McCree as well as Diana. Just cutting the two out to sides. Things now into the spawn, able to stay alive. He needs to go for the switch, however. Gonna be on that Tracer. In the meantime, the blue team now gaining the second tick. We have a Brigitte here from Yumi as well, just bringing out the cancer, just sweeping away. Thinks now with the takedown onto Bayagster, Emon on the other hand, onto the right hand side, the Tracer popping off, getting to Emon D-Mech, and the red team win out on Hanamura. 2-1. Thanks, Simple. Oh, this was a Deadeye. What? Bang, 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 bang. Bam! Found the hammer. On point, dude. Real skill.
5,
Well, you did. Anyway, where were we?
2, 1.
So welcome to Nepal, and I guess Calamitous gonna try to play his best cosplay of Zenyatta, because home ground here for the Omnics. Just gonna be a good meditation area for Zenyatta and his friendos. Instead, he's gonna go into fight. He's gonna go fight. As for the blue team, they're gonna try to go for the push. We do see the Reinhardt immediately decimated there by Yumi and Fascinate. So the support line now, couple goals support line. Bayagster are gonna be on that Torbjorn as well. And this looks like this is gonna be very effective. Because Nepal Village is a map that has been touted as a tank fiesta. This has been the map that the 4-tank lineup from Goats always do roam. And Bayagster is already on the Torbjorn, so we might see some future tier crafting in progress. The Molten Core is going to be very strong in this enclosed area. On the other hand, the blue team ready with a nano boost already. Redux getting it very quickly. And they're going to go for the push. A nano boost onto M27 pretty early, which is interesting. But they do spot out that he has 100 energy, getting it in time. And Zarya able to get the takedown onto 1. So for the blue squad, they are able to get the capture. Timura spotting at Bayagster as well by the corner of his eye. And now 10% here for the blue team. So good start to get things rolling on by. On the other hand, Vigilance and Timura ready with 2 ultimates and 27 spotting out Sensi onto the right hand side in the McCree, trying to get in position again. A few right clicks though, and here comes the pile driver now from Dinks, but he doesn't have his dodge this impression ears yet. The red squad right now will pop the sound barrier to keep Funtrick alive, but interesting to use it only on the Reinhardt. The red team right now onto the point. Here's a grappling surge from N27, a transcendence from Calamitous as well, and a big nade there from Redux to shut this down. The Zarya's having such a field day here with the beam, always having more than 100 energy. More or less 100 energy rather. You can't have more than 100 energy. Timura with the blade as well at the end. I feel like that is completely unnecessarily a waste of an ultimate. But it is what it is. Ending things with Flare. Funtrick now spotting out Timura, and the two just having a quick little greeting at each other. On the other hand, Dinks has had enough playing Wrecking Ball. Switch over to the Tracer instead, and already absconding with the advantage there, getting rid of Calamitous. The red team meeting the blue team's Reinhardt in front of each other. Adamantium going for some blows though, and the Tracer trying to get on out the McCree. The McCree really low, finally falls. Timura on the other hand, all the way in the back, just tossing some shurikens in the meantime. Bayagster though, already cutting off an entry point here with the Molten Core. This is going to be the red team getting in position again. Or having to hop on out. 3 ultimates ready here for the blue team. On the other hand, Funtrick ready with the Earth Shatter. And what he's planning to do is go for the Surprise Shatter, just looking on if the blue squad will check the corners. If the blue team is able to track their ultimates, they might know that this is coming. And Calamitous getting an entry frag already onto Sensi. A perfect bubble timing there from N27. And the 2 supports working together to get rid of the pesky Tracer. Blue squad right now going on to the point. Vigilance getting the shatter and the nano boost there. Is able to block Funtrick at the last moment, and charged up Charge is able to get the insta kill instead. The transcendence there from Fascinate not doing too much in the scheme of things. The blue squad all over the point already and is able to get the flip. In the meantime, the McCree of Adamantium just being bowled over by the Zenyatta. Looks like Fascinate is gonna go down from the peak onto the summit. Just the corpse of the Omnic floating on down instead. So that actually makes... I have a question. So can Zenyatta actually survive lore-wise from falls? Because he doesn't really touch the ground. So if he jumps from somewhere, he won't really hit anything. But anyway, the overtime has been popped. The blue team will just need to deal with the Tracer from Dinks. There you go. There's the takedown. Sensi with the kill onto 1. But he will meet the blade of Timura.
Score 1-0.
I grow tired.
But anyway, here between these two teams, we will see.
Greetings.
Blue squad right now deciding to opt for a pretty standard grind Zarya. Gonna be a Junkrat though from Timur. That's a little different. On the other hand, Bayagster still staying on the Torbjorn. We only really saw the Torbjorn show its stuff a while ago in one instance with the Molten Core, but maybe this time Bayagster has something else in mind. The red team right now going to the left hand side, and 27 just beaming on in, but this time will fall to the Torbjorn turret. Thinks though, spotting out Calamitas, and the Zenyatta on his perch gets the takedown onto the McCree. The blue score right now trying to put some pressure, but the red team already going away with the point. Have captured it with superior point presence. Funchick leading the charge out in front. More stop playing Overwatch, but oh, went offline. On the other hand, this is gonna be the red team right now in position. The two ranks facing off with each other, and here comes the charge. Vigilance to the wall will get taken out. We do see a lot of pressure though being applied by Timura and his teammates. Bayagster on the hand with the Torbjorn turret, F27 into the air. Timura now with a takedown onto one once again. Riptire is available, and Dinks with the counter kill. Between these two teams, however, this is going to be the red team now trying to use as much space as they can due to the fact they don't really have a main tank right now. But Timura has other plans. Riptire coming their way, the Rubber Ducky looking for someone to bathe in the blood with, and Timura chasing after Yuumi. There's the kill. We do see Funchick stepping onto the point. Redux has gotten rid of Dinks all the way to the left hand side. But the red squad now losing ground. Can Funchick and Sandy stay on? We do see the shatter completely whiffed by the red Reinhardt. The Brigitte though of Sensi making a difference with the Nano Boost. Bayagster giving the position to do some shots. And Adamantium with the Dragon Blade will be countered out pretty quickly. So eventually, the red team able to hold on to it. Just the presence of the Brigitte and the Reinhardt was the win condition there for the red team. Because basically their lineup is as this. The Reinhardt, the Brigitte, and the Lucio are there to sustain them each other, just to keep on the pressure and just be an iron, just a steel wall to be honest. An ironclad wall there for the red squad. On the other hand, the turret, the Torbjorn, the McCree, and the Ana just given enough space, given less attention to, as we now have the Molten Core and the Deadeye. Vigilance gonna pop that shatter, but immediately shutting down the red team right now, just keeping the blue team off. Redux stepping into the lava, and the Adamantium burned to a crisp there, and Bayagster with a perfect Molten Core at the end. So the red team getting a point back. That was a good combination there from the red team, honestly. Look at that. The Deadeye and the Molten Core both zoning. A good counter to the shatter as well. The red team right now able to force out the decider here in Sanctum. Wouldn't have it any other way. That was absolutely beautiful. So this time we will see a few more switches now. We are on Sanctum, so we will see some picks that are more focused in getting environmentals. Funchick on that Orisa, Yuumi on that Lucio. On the other hand, M27 on the Orisa, Adamantium on the Roadhog. And we will see, interesting enough, a Vigilance on the Symmetra. Will he actually run with this? That is the real question. As the blue team right now, what was that? As the blue team right now wants to go for the push. They are just advancing for the time being. And in the meantime, Calamitas right now holding that right click. Is the M27 trying to stay on, and Yuumi will get taken out. But between these two teams, Funchick and Bayagster in position. There you go, there's the takedown. Vigilance on the other hand, staying on to this Sensi in the corner, trying to just hide. But the Brigitte as well as the McCree getting in position now for the fight. You see the Panda Hammer there, almost getting the kill on the Sensi, but the hook is there to enable it instead. Adamantium out in front, using the hefty body of the Roda to tank up for his McCree. And in the meantime, the blue team's gonna go for the push. N27 with the flank, and the Orisa just showing up in the face of the McCree. Bayagster on the other hand trying to take on the tank troll, but he's just too small and stout to do so, having to back away instead. There's the takedown onto Vigilance. for the red squad. They do have the turret onto the right hand side. Good shield play though from N27 to put it in a way that the turret isn't able to get some free hits. Sensi now charging on in. The red squad able to get the capture on back. But Adamantium has other plans. He has the whole hog to try and push them. Funtrick just holding steady. Able to get that takedown. Here comes the deadline out from Dinks, but Calamitous is there to go for the kill. Calamitous as the Zenyatta. The flanking Zen, silent but deadly, no footsteps whatsoever. In the meantime, Yuumi gonna go for the poop, doesn't get too much onto the opposing Zenyatta and will get taken out instead. So eventually, the blue team on the back of Calamitous, able to get the flip. A beautiful position as well from Adamantium, and of course sustenance there from Redux, but still Calamitous just making these huge openings for his team. He's just been staying right now on to the left hand side. Gonna use the chance however to get away with his life. Very selfish there from the Zen. But for now, I feel like he has the confidence that he can get it as soon as possible. Para sa sarili lamang, exactly. Para sa sarili lamang. Vulcan Car now is tossed out by Axter, getting Sleep Guard however, and Vigilance all the way in the corner. Getting these kills doesn't even need much besides some healing. Now Timora out in front. Calamitous again playing Zenyatta, the Zenyatta DPS. Sensi coming on in. The Brigitte with the Nano Boost gets the stun and the kill on the Vigilance. Next in the roster will be Redux. Sensi just sweeping his way to victory. F27 though, staying on the point. The Orisa was just saying hi to Funtrick, but a good flank from Sensi to get the takedown. Calamitous now on the point, decides to abscond it instead. And this is going to be the red team right now with 2 picks at the end. So, just a nano boosted Brigitte, countering everything the blue team has been doing. Just, it really goes to show the strength of the hero when supported. On the other hand, Yuumi close to the sound barrier. Adamantium has switched over to the Wrecking Ball, going for a few shots onto the turret, using the hit scan there to do some damage. But anyway, the blue team now going for the roll. Adamantium not detaching the hook in time, isn't able to book the boop onto the Orisa. A little awkward there for Adamantium, but he's still able to get onto the point pretty handily. Funtrick now gonna step on, and this is what the Orisa does best, just touching the corner near to the end of the point itself. But a huge barrier grenade there from Redux gets both the Lucio and the Orisa. Dinks taking a nap after a sleep dart, and Redux just showing his stuff with that on. 88% right now for the blue team. Fascinate out in front, gonna get run over there by the tap line. Dinks right now with the flank. Supercharger will come out, but I think the blue team might have this. Can the red team get back in time? Sound barrier immediately cancelled. Sleep dart connecting onto Funtrick as well. Here comes the hold, doesn't get too much. M27 trying to go for the creep block, but it's there Redux instead who gets run over. So the Wrecking Ball now gets focused on the red team so far away from the fight as Timora with the spawn camp. And that's going to be the blue team taking it 2-1.
Play of the game. Triple kill. Quadruple kill.
Rising uppercut.
Done na. Okay. I'm sorry, I have not been really paying attention too much about the ESGS thing. But anyway. So between these two teams, we will see a dive versus 6 support. Yeah, this is gonna be the 6 support lineup. Well, technically it's 5 support, 1 DPS with the symmetric change. But yeah, more or less, no mercy, gonna be a symmetry instead. The red team right now is gonna try to meme to victory. On the other hand, the blue team gonna run a pretty standard dive composition. So for the blue squad, they might be able to get the initial capture of the point, but really Sensi is the crux of this offense. So for the blue team right now, they are able to get the first capture, but Sensi already leading the charge. The tank support out in front, the enabling speed support is there as well. The DPS support sniper going for a kill there onto Calamitous, and the support that is really a DPS going for some turrets instead. So we only have 2 real supports. The only real support here is Dirty Birdie, with the orbs and the healing. Billy gonna be a sniping support as well. And this is gonna be the red team right now with the rally, just pushing the blue team back. And I feel like the blue team is not prepared for this. They didn't know that this was gonna come their way. Vigilance responding pretty well with the Pharah, but they're gonna need a little more than that. They will need to go for the Ana, which they do have with Redux. But they might need to go for something like a Brigitte and a Rein instead of a dive like this. So with the amount of sustain by the red team, these guys can just cluster on in and just heal each other to full. Even if they focus down on someone like the Zenyatta or the Ana, the two dive composition tanks won't be able to do much in this fight. Ultimate's already here for the blue team. There'll be a transfer from Fascinate to keep himself alive. In the blue squad, get into this. Soundbarrier is popped by M27, and the rockets here from Vigilance making it count. Gonna be a nano boosted Brigitte now into the fight. Thinks with the takedown onto one, just swinging away for the fences. Can the red team actually get this? Coalesces now from Dirty Birdie. Gonna be a self-destruct there as well, but doesn't get too much. Calamitous does get a boop onto one, but for the red team, they are still keeping on to the point. Adamantium just dashing off. This is the red team in complete control of this. We haven't seen any sniper as well. I feel like a sniper would be really good if we can get enough sightlines onto the opponent. Just an insta-kill from the blue team will work out in their favor. So yeah, this dive doesn't do enough damage. The dive is a kind of poke and pretty quick kill. It needs a lot of coordination to actually be fatal in a second or two. And I feel like the blue team doesn't have that right now, especially against the face of 6 support. Vigilance for some reason killing himself down the map. That is unfortunate. On the other hand, the red team just keeping on with Sensi and the rally. Redux hopping onto the point. Overtime still ticking. Adamantium to the corner. The D.Va trying to go away. Will get D-Mech instead. Good punish play from Timora, but it's not enough to even get a single kill. This is going to be the red team running away with this point. 100 to 10.
Score 0-1.
What? Ba yung rule set? Anyway, so Sensi, man. Sensi, what are you doing? Sensi, no! You knew my camera was on you and you were just shaking it around. So anyway, we're gonna be on to well. And this might be a little better for the blue team because this map has a lot of environmentals, especially if you don't have these barriers. And look at this, Vigilance. And beyond that, Pharah. Calamitous on the Orisa, and already the first kill onto Dinks. How did that even happen? How did that even happen from Vigilance? He was just tossing some rockets randomly, and the Symmetra took a face full of it. On the other hand, Calamitous and Adamantium already onto the point. We do see Timora though in a pretty bad spot. McCree caught on out, but here comes the hold. Sensi almost dragged on in. Adamantium on the other hand going for the hook, but this time it's on to a Lucio that can wall right away. But still, the blue squad right now in a pretty good spot so far. This is maybe a map that's more suited for their lineup, and the red team will have to respond in a similar situation if they're not going to be able to get these kills. But imagine now, he's getting topped up. On the other hand, Billy with a big buy grenade there onto M27. And for the red team, they are losing members left and right, but they still have some point presence. Fascinate now, getting hooked on out. Yumi trying to go for the contest still, but now the blue team has reformed all the way to the right hand side. Timora just popping heads again. And now the first capture here for the blue team. They want to go for the push as much as they can. Sensi right now, just out into the middle line. He has switched over to the Roadhog. This might be the beginning of the end of the support lineup for the red team. Without the Brigitte as well, that was their main focal point of their attack. The Brigitte was just so important to do the damage and keep the presence alive. Will the Roadhog be able to do so in kind? I feel like it's not going to be the same kind of situation. Now Yumi gets a buy grenade, more sadly not getting the last shot on it. Vigilance on the other hand has to contend with Dinks, and there's another kill. 30% right now for the blue team. They will need to switch. This isn't going to work for them. They need to switch things out. Dirty Birdie now going to go on to that D.Va. Dinks still on the Symmetra. Yumi still on that Lucio. But one of the two supports now of Billy or Fascinate might have to use their ultimate pretty early so they can go for a switch as fast as possible. For now though, the blue squad still in control of the well area. do see Vigilance right now just looking at both sides, trying to find a position to get these free shots. Adamantium again with the hook. Interesting dimensional teleporter onto the back, and there's a photon fire as well, but that's not really gonna protect anyone, especially anyone who goes on the point. So Vigilance now with another takedown. The two supports caught on in, Calamity with the kill. Here comes the rocket barrage from Vigilance, just going with the flow and getting these kills past the archways and the walls. So finally, we see the switch. Yuumi deciding to go on the Widowmaker. Ding still on the Symmetra. I feel like the Roots Red team has already committed with the Anusen and Sim. On the other hand, Tamura here ready with the Deadeye, ready in good position. M27 looking for a boop as well. If anyone drops on down, the blue squad will have to face off against the offensive trans. Sensi hopping onto the point for some reason with the Bio Grenade in tow. So the anti-heal just not making him any form of effective in that fight. Things right now working on taking down M27. Here comes Vigilance into the air, close to the rocket bunch, but even closer to death. And the Symmetra and the Pharah take each other down. Moving now onto the point, and the only one left here is Calamdus as well as Redux. The Orisa and Diana trying to stay alive together. There's the takedown onto Billy. A good Kobe shot there from Redux, and here comes the Supercharger as well as the Nano Boost. The Orisa now can do so much damage with the Fusion Cannon. Sensi trying to dance around, but the Tracer is hooked up and taken down. The blue squad right now close to the end here on well. Here comes the Orisa just prancing on in, and 100-0 is the final score for this one.
Push on.
Score 1-1.
1 is to 1, 1 is to 1. Now Lighthouse, I feel like Lighthouse is a better map for the red team's 6 support, or will they finally go to a more normal lineup? I feel like they are just really debating about this. Fascinate can be on that Lucio instead, so I guess this is gonna be a pseudo hybrid meme slash proper lineup because they have the McCree, Reinhardt, and a Brigitte, but in a similar vein they have the Symmetra. So it is what this is a pretty solid lineup in the scheme of things, but for the red squad, their strategy is to get onto the point as soon as possible after this first clash. So turrets now being tossed out. Calamdus gonna meet 30 Birdie in pitch combat. Sensi though on that Brigitte. A good Bio Grenade from Redux, and here comes the blue team trying to go for Sensi first. The speed boost there from N27, and there's the takedown. 30 Birdie on the other hand going for some charge gains, but Calamdus will be able to win that one out. Tamura also getting some frags here and there. Vigilance with the dash on in. Fascinate trying to peel, but the Lucio will fall to his counterpart. For the blue squad, they are able to keep on to the point. They do have a more superior lineup in terms of an outside clash, so it really makes you wonder why the red team decided to come on out instead. If they had the Symmetra turrets into play, they just needed to speed boost onto the point as well as keep Sensi and Dirty Birdie as the gatekeepers. They would have won that one out. This time they decided that they are gonna do exactly that, getting to the point, going for the capture. Calamdus now trying to flash, but he's gonna get an anti-heal, a sleep dart, and just so many melee weapons to his face. For now, the red team right now, red team at 10%, and this looks like this is gonna be the story of this game for the red team. If they win, if they stay on the point rather, they will win it out. But if they come out, it's gonna be very, very dangerous for them to deal with. Vigilance now, getting to strike on, gets Dragon Blade as well. Sensi is the first to fall, an interesting amount of deflex there onto the balls. Vigilance can't get any more, and Yuumi now will meet the Genji. No reflect as of yet, but Yuumi doesn't know that. Will not think she cannot as of at the moment. And Tamura and Vigilance working together to get to. So Yumi's a little more assertive about her position there. Could have gotten the kill onto the Genji, but unfortunately had to back on out, and Billy was caught along in the process. Now the Reinhardt and the Brigitte tried to work together. We do see a charge there, and Calamdus bringing Dirty Birdie along to the beach. So put a little date between these two. Now Redux close to the Nano Boost. We had the rally there from Sensi. He's keeping on with his life. And Yuumi has switched over to the Tracer. But can Sensi make enough of a difference inside? The Nano Boost now going the way of Adamantium. He has 100 energy and a dream. Can he do enough damage? Yes, he can. Yuumi immediately eviscerated by the particle cannon. The blue squad right now with another 7 kills. Fascinate does get the boot onto Tamura. But look at this. The turrets here from Dings doing some damage, shredding apart Vigilance.
My ultimate is
But
charged.
anyway, Squad right now, still with control of this. They were able to bring it back after that terrible ruins map. You see though, Galactus just playing with fire all the way inside, swinging away. They do win it out thanks to the healing there, as well as the bubble from Adamantium and 27 Knight going along with Callum. This is gonna be the red team into the middle line, trying to just out Reinhardt, the blue one. Dirty Birdie needs to get a shot. I could have gone it to the right hand side when they were going to go for the contest. Galantis now went for the charge, will get punished, but Vigilance on the other hand has a different idea. Gets the blade on the 3, Sensi to the floor. Calamitas again just going for the brawl. And he is going to be able to hold on to this. Can the red team have anyone to go to the point? Will Fascinate make it the time? No, the wall ride says no, the movement says no, and the point says no, as the blue team will take it 2-1.
Play of the game.
Vigilance would play of the game. Makes sense. The blade. The blade! Vigilance. Vigilance dead. Any VG Pochi, he dies at the end.
Round
Okay,
one.
so welcome back
Capture
guys.
the objective.
Gonna be on Oasis. And we are gonna start things off on City Center. Just need to get something real quick. But okay, we have the builders. Bob the Builder. Make that more like Sensi and Bayagster the Builders. But I'm interested how the red team will try to make this work. They will have a Moira on the back line, and their DPS is pretty much the Builders plus Timora. And 27 though already just going along with his team. It's honestly, when you see a situation where you're already at like, what the hell are we doing? You might just go along with it, because it might actually work out if you go with the flow. A wise man once told me that in a situation where your team is going retard, you go full retard with them, due to the fact that if you go half retard, you're gonna have this half-assed method, and you're just gonna fight. You're not gonna have a team identity. When you just go along with the rest of your team, you might actually make it work. But anyway, the blue team though showing why you don't go full retard in the first place. Thinks though, failing the helix jump, unfortunately, will have another chance to go up and even gets a mid pack. Wow, what a guy, getting the mid pack even. But anyway, between these two teams, we will see. M27 now setting on up, gets a bio grenade there. Sensi might want to go for the teleporter play onto the second floor, but immediately cut down by Vigilance instead. Timora having the same idea, gets rid of Redux. Timora now just having a field day in the backline, but Dinks is still there to get the takedown. He can heal himself, go for some shots, and has the tactical visor available. Just looking for a way to maybe get a shot or two. Billy on the other hand, onto the point. The red team right now getting the capture. Can Genji get on the step? No, but the Genji a little too late. And Dirty Birdie getting the buy grenade as well. Billy now getting cleaved on out. The Ana trying to go for the chase down. Quadrix is there to go for the zap. And for now, the blue squad forced off the point. What can the red team actually do in a situation like this? When they do have to meet the tactical visor from Dinks, he just holding that left click strong, but Bayagster getting the headshot at the end. Kudos to Bayagster, has been really good with the rivet gun. Molten Core now comes on out. Defense Rejects eating a little bit of that lava, but Funchik just sitting on the Torbjorn in this fight. When you tell Funchik to sit down, he will sit on your Torb instead. Damn, I was gonna be such a awkward sex thing, but never mind. A Dragon Blade now comes on out here from Vigilance. He's gonna go for some swings. Redux on the other hand does get 3. Timora having to back on out. But look at that teleporter and the turrets. Just doing a lot of damage. And look at how Sensi has decided to congregate those turrets to do the maximum amount to a singular target. For the red team though, they're getting in position to go for another siege. This has been a pretty effective attack from them. But the blue squad just countering it out with some ultimates. The Tap Visor and the Dragon Maid just miles superior against the Molten Core and the Photon Barrier in terms of kill potential. Coalescence now comes on out from Dirty Birdie, looking to make an opening, just tearing apart things as well. The red team right now onto the point again. Funchik trying to get away, will instead pop the Prime Rage to keep the contest alive. He's just gonna go for some swings and wants to go for the turn instead. Timora on the other hand in the backline gets the blade, gets rid of Calamitas, does get 2 kills. Vigilance is the next to fall. And the red team right now getting another retake onto the point. for the blue squad, this has been a situation here that they haven't been able to actually use their support ultimates to save them due to the fact that the red team's whole attack is very awkward to begin with. You won't really know when to pop the support ult because it's like the turrets are the ones who do damage, sometimes the lava. You don't really know when the burst damage is gonna come from the red squad besides the blade. And the blade doesn't come along too much in this fight. Now Vigilance gonna fly up into the sky, gets a sleep dart instead. Billy going for the kill by Agster and that takedown. On the other hand, for the blue squad, they will still have the support ults in their arsenal and things close to the attack visor. All they need to do is get the kill here on the Billy and Dirty Birdie. Oh, the Moira getting away just in time, but now Dinks on the prowl, ready to go for the attack visor. Almost falls to the hand of the Torb and the Symmetra. And you can see the synergy between the Orisa and the Builders, just forcing them into these traps. Molten Core is popped, Dinks gets burned, but not enough here for Bayagster to get the kill. The attack visor alongside the Transcendence from Redux perfectly in time. Timura now trying to get away. The Genji just hopping around, looking to get into position. They still have the control of the point. Finally, F27 falls. We will see a flip. Calamitous with the bomb as well. To the left-hand side gets absolutely nothing. And the blue team in control. They have spotted out the Genji who was trying to go for the hiding play. Coalescence now comes on out, but here comes Vigilance with a different idea. Blade is out. Bayagster is the first cut down. Nano boost at the end. And just a little theatrics there from the blue squad, courtesy of Adamantium. Vigilance getting them takedowns.
Score 1-0.
Blue team right now score 1-0. Winning out City Center pretty well. The red team though, showing a fight. Showing a very good fight there, especially with M27 just going along with the double builder. The real question is, how can the red team improve on this more? We do see Dirty Bird now deciding to go for the Zen tomorrow on the McCree. But maybe, just maybe, the best situation wouldn't be DPS. Maybe a tank like Roadhog would be efficient. Or if you're willing, go for the Wrecking Ball as well. Anyone to displace or slash knock them into your turret nests might be a very big help to your team. But that's all just theory crafting, trying to make the builder strat that which is already a meme into less of a meme. So you know, we'll see. Redux though already getting the first frag. Timura losing his head. Poor McCree, broken neck and everything. Vigilance on the other hand taking a nap. Here come the turrets and Billy with the takedown. Look at how the red team rotate as one. Bayagster on the other hand with the takedown onto Redux, trying to get in position. Doesn't have a turret yet, able to toss it down here. Calamus though putting some pressure. Here comes the turret now, getting some good sight lines. Billy will fall. Funtrick getting shot up, ready to go for the shield. No one onto the point however for the blue team, and Bayagster getting two. So that was the blue team pretty much throwing the initial capture of the point. Like wait, Sensi on the other hand going for the turret play. Look at that. I love how Sensi uses the turrets with the teleporter. Very smart, showing that he knows how to play the Symmetra well. The blue squad though still able to get the point, and 27 now has switched off to the Winston Timura on the Zarya. Interesting that they decided to go for this combination. The Winston Zarya isn't really the most potent one, and I feel like it's not gonna help out the Symmetra and the Torbjorn in the slightest. But anyway, Redux now gonna go for the push alongside Funtrick. Zen though way too close and will get caught in the crossfire. On the other hand, what's this? M27, what the fuck? Dude, his name is absolutely amazing. Vigilance now with the blade. We do see a nano boosted Reinhardt as well to try and contest this, and Timura with a lot of energy getting the takedown. M27 now going for the shot onto Funtrick. He does have the shatter, and things just staying onto the second floor like a turret. We'll have to contend now with Timura and the Zarya just trying to whittle down the Sword 76 in this fight. The Zenyatta though tossing a few shots up on top, and with the red teams on the second floor, they're not really getting the contest onto the point. So another successful defense here by the blue team. They go for the pincer, just force the red team off their perch.
Everyone heal up.
And now they have a huge ultimate advantage to boot. Vigilance has to decide to switch off to Afara as well. Photon Baron now from Sensi. Good position here, but I feel like it won't really do much in the scheme of things. Teleporter now being put up. Vigilance onto the other side. Here comes the Primal Rage. Tackling Visor out in front. Redux gonna fall into the water. Dinks with good movement to get back down. Now we see M27 falling down instead. That was a play. And attack Visor with the takedown. That was a terrible jump there. Ponchik on the other hand, ready with the shatter, trying to rotate to the right hand side. Suns out Dirty Birdie, Fire Strike almost burns the Zenyatta to a crisp. But yeah, this is just a little too hard for the red team to run this. Sensi now finally switching off the Symmetra to go for the Widowmaker, but this will be a little too late. Dirty Birdie, the only chance for an ult for the red team. Can the Zenyatta make it to time? Sensi gonna grapple on in, does pop the overtime, steps on it as well, but Vigilance will get the takedown. Redux now with the chance, out in front of Bayagster. There's Zidio, there's the win. Blue team takes it 2-0. I would say that wasn't really as one-sided as we all would have thought, because the two builders doing a lot of damage in the process. Leave the game go, going to Timora. Oh, hello. FEM27, 5th. But anyway, so for the red squad right now, you will see here for the last game, N27 this time wanting to show his stuff with the Torb. On the other hand, Fascinate on the Genji, man, Fascinate just on fire right now, literally his head aflame. On the other hand, the blue team gonna play it standard at the end on Orisa Junkrat. It's very meta between the blue squad and the red team's lineups. And Ponchik now just tossing a few shots here and there. So in the meantime, we will see that the blue team is just trying to keep the second floor to themselves, close to the point, enough to go for the contest using Vigilance. Nyx on the other hand, trying to go for the poke, fast take with his strike 2 to the other side, and he gets the DMEC in time with some help from Sensi. The turret though of N27 falls, and the red squad already onto the point. Dirty Birdie trying to step on the mercy of Bayagster, going for some heals as well. This is gonna be the red team right now, trying to get in position. We do see Fascinate hopping around again. Timur on the other hand, making it rain, gets a kill on the one, concussive mites pretty on point as well. He does spot at Bayagster, but reloads in the face of the mercy. Redux is there though to get the takedown. M27 with another kill. And here comes the blue team with another push onto the red squad's advance. Another set of kills going the way of the blue team. Again, Dirty Birdie make a difference. Has been able to just solo kill 2 people. Just trying to stay on as well. Now the second tick has been taken. Fascinate right now. Staying on into the push. And there we go. The red squad right now. Dragon Blade is available here for Fascinate, as well as the Nano Boost. Billy and Fascinate can go for the combo play if they are given enough space here by at least the Hanzo or the Mercy, because they're close to the ultimates as well. The red team right now trying to go to the second floor. They do spot at the trap. The Timora not really having free reign in this fight, does have the Riptara available, and will start things off with a bang. Gets rid of the Nano Blade combination in one fell swoop. This has to be the red team now backing on out instead. Very unfortunate here for the red team. They looked like they had the setup already ready to go, but now they're losing members one by one. What they should do instead is try to build up the rest of their ultimates, especially the Graviton Surge. That's going to be very key from Dirty Birdie. On the other hand, the blue squad already has the Transcendence, as going to be the most important counterplay here. Adamantium though, with the takedown onto Sensi, passing out, getting the blade on out. Doesn't do the dash cancel, but is able to still whittle down Redux. That was enough damage there from Fascinate to get the kill. Dirty Birdie though blowing himself up with their own particle cannon. Binks now just putting some pressure on. Here comes Vigilance as well onto the Kush of the Genji. But for the red team, they're trying to take control here with the Molten Core all over to the left and the right side. The Torbjorn just staying on to the point. Adamantium now gonna go for the dash, trying to get away. Gets a nano boost in time from Redux, but he doesn't have the blade. No sir, he doesn't. Timura now onto the left hand side. Ponchik has switched off to the Wrecking Ball as well, trying to just put some pressure on. But here goes Dirty Birdie now with a Graviton Surge onto the tank, and Ponchik forced off. Now Rez going the way of Sensi. Bayagster getting it in time. Can Fascinate get another blade? No, he will fall. The blue team now coming in full force, has gotten 2 kills. The turret doing some damage, but will it be enough? M27 and his turret are just doing work here. The Torbjorn just carrying the team on his back. Diggs forced to step on. Next will be Timura. No one has gotten the kill on the turret yet. M27 with this Torbjorn making it count. The turret. Just way too strong when left alone.
0-2. Switching sides.
So all I have to say is the problem there was the red team did not the blue team rather, the blue team did not kill a turret and the turret killed them. That was pretty much basically it. Like, they already had the numbers. They were coming on in and they already had spawn advantage, but M27 and his turret able to just do enough damage. The Molten Core wasn't even properly positioned there from M27. If he wanted to make it more effective, he could have tossed it onto these parts where the people would have stepped onto the point instead. But just no one shooting down the turret. So I was like, that was very questionable there from the blue squad, and now they will have to suffer for it because it's gonna be 4-16 here for the red team in their time bank. The blue team right now trying to get into position once again. Fascinate though, up on top. On the other hand, it's gonna be the blue team trying to decide on what to run. They look like they will go for the dive. Things might be on that off support. We will see what he's gonna decide on. Yeah, he's gonna go for the Zen. Gonna try to support Adamantium and Timora into this fight. Bunchik though, leaping on into the top right already, and M27 still staying on with the Torbjorn. So one tank, triple DPS setup here for the red team. We do see a grenade being tossed down. Billy trying to get a Kobe, just bricks it instead. And here comes the Santa-clad Torbjorn in full force, trying to get in position again with his turret. He started doing so much a while ago, and this is gonna be a red-nosed target here for the blue team. You guys see that? The nail just sticking onto the barrier there. Timora though, finally starting things off with a bang, gets rid of Vialister, and the Mercy can't resurrect himself. So for now, oh, Timora, another kill, this time on the Billy. No one more supports here for the red team. Everyone's gonna have to reply on Healer 76 this time. The Torbjorn now will be the next target. Pops the Overload in response, and M27 trying to get away. A good bubble there from Funchik. Misses the jump however, so this is gonna be the blue squad now trying to push on in again. Timora though with another snipe does get to Timora having a field day here with 4 kills, and really this is gonna be the Widowmaker just going along with the ride. First stick now has been taken. Interesting though that Timora is just standing there just being healed up. Is Timora okay? Yes, he is. Fascinate now down below trying to go for the test, but the blue squad able to get the capture. So both teams having a hell lot of time right now to go for the push. I didn't know it was Worlds Day of... I didn't know it was Worlds today for League. That's something. The blue team right now trying to go for the push. They don't have the Nano Blade available, but instead they're just gonna toss their lives into the grinder. Bunchik is the first to fall. This isn't gonna be a good fight here for the blue team. They don't really have too much ultimates to work with. They only have the chance. On the other hand, the red team already getting in position with the Torbjorn and the Soldier 76. And 27 though, whipping out the hammer. It's not gonna be like before. The Overload does increase your attack speed a little, but it's just for a short duration compared to the older one. Now Funchik ready with the Primal Rage, waiting for an opportunity to jump into the fight.
My ultimate is
On the other hand, here comes 5 ultimates here for the blue team. The red squad having 3. And Byagstar getting a few shots there from the orbs. Looking at how the red team is positioning themselves, they're going to the top left to try and maybe protect the turret as much as they can. Fascinate though, popping the tackle visor, gets a nano boost as well from Billy. The two players just working together. Adamantium still gonna whip out the blade, gets a sleep dart in response. Here's the Self-Destruct, a big one there, does get to. Biofield is placed, however, can Fascinate stay alive? Adamantium trying to go for the dash, and Fascinate blowing himself up in the process. Dirty Birdie now will fall thanks to the anti-heal there from Redux. The blue squad getting the first stick. Can the red team make it? Here comes Sensi with the Wrecking Ball, gonna go for the contest, gonna try to grapple on in, but gets a sleep dart there from Redux instead. At 27 now, switching over to the Tracer. There's a takedown onto Sensi. Fascinate getting the counter kill. Dirty Birdie has the shatter, gonna pop it, doesn't get too much, and they end up not even stepping on the point. So the blue team this time getting the capture onto the second point of Horizon Lunar Colony. A lot of time as well for them, 4 minutes and 50. This is really gonna be a game to end with, Honor Scrims. So yeah, just the red squad, C9, the blue squad not getting a turret. It's just more or less a back and forth between these two teams until that point where someone just messes up so bigly, so tremendously. It is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, for these two squads, what they might need to do is actually switch on to their more main roles if they want to just seal it with a win for their side. But you know, it is just community scrims. Always an opportunity to just play along, just have some fun, and just meme around as well. But anyway, for these two teams, you will see the red squad right now gonna be on that attack. Fascinate deciding to go for the Sombra. For the blue squad though, Timora still not picking. This is gonna be very dangerous for the blue team because Timora not having a hero already set on this first defense means this might be a 5v6. Did Timora go AFK? That is the real question. Is Timora okay? That is the real question. So we'll see if the blue team can hold on to this. No real pick here from Timora yet, and I'm pretty worried now for the blue squad. 5v6 is not the way to go right now. It's gonna be very, very dangerous for them as Dinks gonna toss out the Bio Orb. Adamantium with takedown onto one. Oh, the Junkrat just keeping the pressure on. Still though, Timora, no hero yet. The red team going to the right hand side. Bio Orb is tossed out. Vigilance gonna drop on down, and we will see a Bio Grenade connecting there onto Diana. So even against all odds, the blue team winning that one out. Finally, Timora leaves the game, and there you go. Not really picking a hero yet. Real question is, what do we do, friends? We don't have any more subs. That's gonna mess up the VOD pretty badly, because this is a scrim. This is gonna mess up the VOD. Yeah. You guys get anyone else? You guys get literally anyone else to just play half? Mess up or spice up? I mean, we can just call it here, I guess, but that's kind of unfortunate. Like, we were having a good cast, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. So wala. Easy Lucio na lang ba? It happened to Zamora just suddenly disappearing on us. Yikes. Hard. Hard Lucio na lang ba? Ducks going in. Ay, fine. Fine. Sayang yung cast though. Sayang yung cast. So yeah. Thank you guys for the games. I'll just leave it. Horizon was a draw. There you go. End of VOD. Got it here, Dax.